Chat to Nick Dixon pre-game, and he did say he would spend some time out on the wing. I didn't want to say that until we're probably right at the bounce, just in case anybody was listening wanted to pass that on. So
Cleary gets day.
Cleary gets day for our Geelong Insurance Brokers head-to-head. We'll keep an eye on the Wombat Gully Plan Farm matchups, but our opening term underway thanks to Harvey Norman. Here's Jason Doherty.
Borchardt over the back, gets it down. Jose gets it inside 50 for Lara, and it's a good start.
Green.
Because Green is standing in front, and he has taken the mark and will shoot for goal from 48 directly in front. So straight out of the middle and straight into Daniel Green's hands.
It's going to be Lara's method today. Get in that forward line quick and take advantage of those one-on-ones down there with size.
Pretty short from the midfield, isn't it? If you can get in there quick.
Oh, that's
You're
exactly
in there,
right.
right?
Yeah. And that was just a mung kick out of the centre, and that's all you need to do.
So Daniel Green, railway end of the Bisanella Oval, comes in, left foot kick, and they are pretty happy. Goal umpire does not move. So he has put the first of the afternoon on the board. Daniel Green's first. Lara's first, 1 straight 6. They lead North Shore yet to score.
Chase, just down here at ground level, if anything, the wind is favouring the end. Lara kicking 2 at the moment, the railway end. If it is going to have any effect, it will be to that end of the ground.
Isn't that ideal for us with our van just positioned at right half forward, favouring the railway end? So hopefully a little bit of the ball will spend some time over here, making life a little bit easier for us. Borchardt and Vickery go at it again. Vickery winning the tap down. Chance now to clear. Kick comes out from Bell Chambers, the Tasmanian. Sends it inside forward 50 with a scrambly ball. It's overrun there by Lever. He has to now lay a tackle. He comes over the top, and the umpire says you've given away a free kick, and it will be a free kick to the Cats. Chance to clear. That might have been Robertson sending it wide. They're going to come out towards Diagrella, who's got it just near the interchange gates, just back of the wing. He'll come on the 45. It's a risky kick, but it's a well-weighted ball, and he finds Bailey Cockrell. Cockrell distinctive in the green boots. Right knee strapped, kicks toward half forward for Lara. Looking for a fly and finding one of the mark taken by Aaron Stone. Swings onto his left boot, but he kicked it into the back of his teammate and Marshall. Ball deflects into the path of Connor O'Meara, the Geelong Falcons listed young gun. Chance out to clear. Harry Purcell banging it on the boot for North Shore, but taking the mark comfortably, getting back. That's a good grab from Kyle Mackay, who is playing his 3rd game for Lara out of Learmont in the Central Highlands League.
He goes long and deep forward. Vickery over the back, can't take the mark. He's got a bit of help though. Coming out was Salah, and they break free North Shore at half back. They've got the numbers. The ball will end up in the arms of Nick Dixon. Playing on centre wing, as we said at the moment. He's helping out at half back. Lever through the middle of half back. Tried to get the handball out. Didn't hit the target. Harry Purcell. Lara worked hard holding the ball, said the umpire. He's going to come back to a free kick for North Shore.
McKenna just sweated on Jose then, I reckon.
He did, and he kicks it to Vickery at true centre half back. Wants to switch the ball out wide. It's a good kick too. Kick for space. And North Shore have got it.
Minari's got the job on Davenport.
So Davenport's at half back. Wants to play on, wants to come back towards the K-Rock commentary box. Best seats in the house thanks to APCO 24/7. And they run from half back now. Harry Purcell's got it.
Goes looking for McKenna, who stretches and marks, and with Port Melbourne having the bye again this week, another chance for McKenna to get a game under his belt in the blue and gold. He can go short to a presenting option, and that's where he go. Well, actually, it's ended up in the hands of Dixon. It was intended there for Archer, the ex-Geelong West Giant, but Dixon has marked. He goes short into the pocket with a well-weighted ball, and he's put it onto the chest of Stonehouse. I think that is in the left forward pocket. It's Tregenza. It's Tregenza in the left forward pocket. Wombat Gully Plan Farm. Any other matchups you've picked up? Good one with Minari getting the job. The former Bendigo Pioneer and Bendigo Gold player.
Yeah, couldn't mention that till after 2 o'clock either, that matchup. But
Tregenza, left forward pocket, tough kick, not a bad effort. Has missed to the near side, through for a behind. First score for the Seagulls is a behind. Lara, 1 straight 6. North Shore, 1 behind in this first quarter that has ticked over just 3 minutes on the Total Tools time clock. Opening term for Harvey Norman. Think Harvey Norman for all the big brands at Geelong's best prices.
A lot of pre-2 o'clock work happening in his commentary box at the moment. Daniel Weagle straight down the middle, and unfortunately for him, it was chopped off by Pat Cleary, who came the other way. Goes out towards half forward. They play on quickly. North Shore go from half forward. That comes from Bell Chambers. Long kick for goal. Again, a good roost, but he's missed it to the near side. And through for 1 behind, they double their score.
There's a huge kick in there by Lara, but they'd set up. Yeah, well, they'd set up pre-centre circle.
Well, which is what they've done now. Ball, though, dropped there. Mark was Billy Goodwin at half-back. Weagle had picked him out nicely with a kick then. But unfortunately for Lara, he coughed it up, and it will be a ball up at left half-forward. Is that the coach?
That's Windy yelling.
That's Windy going at it. Now Vickery gets it down side of the pack. So in the attack for North Shore now. Lara get it towards half forward, railway end of the ground. Got the numbers though, the Shoreys at the back. And Nick Dixon comes out to help out as well at half back. Short little kick. It's okay. And he finds Harry Purcell again on centre wing.
Harry Purcell playing game number 94, so closing in on 100 in the blue and gold for North Shore. Goes short and he finds a marking option and he's got Perry. Perry, true centre wing for North Shore. Swings onto his right boot. It's a bit of a mung floater towards centre half forward down low. It's Vickery fighting for the footy, is it? He's wrapped up there by Mackay, and we will get a ball up. And getting to his feet, in fact, was Trent Archer at the bottom of that pack. And we will get a ball up. About 55 out. Vickery to do the ruck work against Borchard. Borchard got rid of him, won the tap down to Jose. He's taken in a tackle, and it's going to be a free kick for too high. And it's for the don't argue, I think. And it'll be a free kick to North Shore and a chance for a shot at goal. And the ball in the hands. Well, the handball comes off to McKenna. McKenna ran himself into trouble after getting from Lever. Then a handball off to Bell Chambers under pressure from O'Meara. Gets a kick into the right forward pocket. Double-fisted spoil comes from Purdy in the long sleeves for Lara to knock it out of bounds in North Shore's right forward pocket outer side of Bisanella Oval. Opening term thanks to Harvey Norman. Lara 1 straight 6. North Shore 2 behinds.
So ball in, right forward pocket. Borchard up against Cleary. The ball comes out. Comes to the back of the pack. Still half forward for North Shore. Lara working overtime. Stone gets the handball away. And they go towards centre wing. North Shore with the numbers across there. Working back nicely. Perry gets wrapped up. Drops the footy. Umpire says yes. And was going to play on. Is that holding the ball? It was very lucky, Daniel Green. He went to bounce the ball and that got tackled. They still fight hard for it, Lara, at centre wing. And will they be able to keep it in? The Shoreys have got the numbers. Missed the target, though, with the handball. Comes back the other way. Green runs through a pack. His handball's chopped off. Now they somehow get a kick away. Bailey Ettridge goes inside 50. Lara, Day's got it. Handball comes back and through the middle. Marshall nearly got wrapped up. North Shore close to the boundary line. And they see it over in the end. Aaron Seller got it over.
Jace, there was a big hit here at ground level. Bailey Cocker got cleaned up just at the back of that stoppage, and you can see he's on his haunches with the hands of the trainers. Copped a big hit behind play.
So a boundary throw in the right forward pocket. Lara in attack to the railway end of the ground. They lead by 4 points, 6-2. The only goal of the contest coming from Daniel Green, and it came in the opening minute of the match, just waiting for the ball to come back. Boundary throw and Day to do the ruck work against Vickery. Day front position, won the tap down. Chance to run onto the footy. McKenna couldn't take it cleanly. Head over it, might have caught one high. Umpire said play on. McKenna's handball up to Cleary was okay. Chance now to clear. Salah across the face of goal. In fact, into his defensive goal square, and he's found a teammate in Stonehouse who can clear to the outer side if he so chooses.
It's a terrible kick across the face of goal. Might be okay. Nick Dixon's kick was partly smothered. And it will be a boundary throw in now. In fact, it's on the full. I thought it was smothered, but it's on the full.
Just for St John of God, your emergency specialist. Just an update on Cockerell, please, Buzz.
Yeah, came walking off the ground very slowly, rubbing his head. I'm not going to preempt anything, Kingy, but looks a bit fallen at the moment as he sits down back on the bench.
So the ball was a free kick about 35 metres out. And just trying to see who that is.
Might be O'Meara.
Yeah, I think it is O'Meara.
Yep.
So he kicked it behind, went across the face of goal, so through for one behind. And they are 1-1-7 now, Lara. They lead North Shore 2 behinds. And that is first quarter, thanks to... Oh, God, I'm on the wrong page. That was good, wasn't it? Thanks to Harvey Norman. Thank Harvey Norman for all your big brands at Geelong's best prices.
So the long kick in cleared the pack, which included Vickery, and we'll get a boundary throw in. Right in front of our best seats in the house, thanks to APCO Cafe 24/7. Vickery and Borchard, they nullify each other in the tap. Lever head over the footy, left it behind. Fighting for it might be Perry. He can't take it cleanly. Quick kick out of the pack comes forward for Lara. That comes from Taywin Robertson. Chance now to snap, rolling ball from Diagrella. Cleaned up on the line and rushed through for a behind by, might be Stonehouse, who quickly wants to get on with it and send it to the outer side.
Does now, goes out wide. No mark taken though. That was Wilson out there. They've turned it over. Lara got it centre half forward. Handball came out quickly. That came from Noah Lever. Back end of half back. He gets it back. His kick was partly smothered. Still out fighting hard for Dixon. Handball back. And they're struggling to get it away from half back at the moment. They've turned it over. Green attacks it. Left foot kick towards the square. It's all North Shore back there, though. They're going to be able to sit and wait and come to the commentary box side. Now they're going to be able to go through Salah, I think it is, who goes long. In fact, it's McKenna who goes towards centre wing. They've moved the ball okay now. Handball came out quickly from Purcell. They've turned the ball over on centre wing. Now Borchard, handball back. They go back inside Lara, but North Shore numbers behind the ball. They can't pick it up this time. Day's handball back was good. Kick around the corner, though. That came from Bailey Ettridge across the face of goal. And out of bounds in the left forward pocket for Lara.
The umpire getting away there of that handball that was intended, I think, for Davenport.
I think so.
Wombat Gully Plant Farm matchups. Just keeping an eye on those. Kirsch, what else have you got?
No, nothing's changed at this stage. Still status quo.
Thank you for that. First quarter, which has got just under 11 minutes to play on the Total Tools time clock. Day and Cleary doing the ruck work. Wonderful tap down to Green. Quick handball release. Might be Ettridge with the footy. It was Kane Ettridge. His kick went up the chimney after being smothered, and Ettridge fisted it forward into the path of Bailey Ettridge. He can't run onto the ball for Lara. Chance there for North Shore to clear, although it's going to come off hands and out of bounds. Knocked out there by Diagrella, and in the right forward pocket we'll get a boundary throw in.
Cockles
Lara, 1-2-8, North Shore 2 behind. Sorry, Buzz, down to you.
Sorry, Kingy. Cockle was just about to come back onto the ground. He had his head check, but looked like he's got the all clear.
Day grabs it out of the ruck. Day with a quick snap. It's a high ball floating into the right forward pocket. Davenport back with the flight has taken the mark for North Shore. Left back pocket, Railway Station end here at Bisanella Oval. The former Port Adelaide player.
Looks like Minari is going step for step with him, even on ball.
Davenport just buys some territory, and then a low piercing ball is okay, and he puts it onto the chest of a teammate there in Walmsley. Former Anarchy player sends it out wide for North Shore, and he finds a mark in Lever. They'd be happy with this, I reckon, North Shore, that kicking into the wind only conceded the one goal so far. Lever at right half back. Sends it long towards half forward, and Vickery used the body well, took the mark for North Shore, and then went off and kicked, but his kick was partially smothered. Rolling ball into the hands of Weagle. He gets a handball away over the top. Chance to get out of trouble through Casey Young.
Casey Young now goes towards centre wing, and they're out now, Lara, as well. They go on centre wing towards half forward. Day comes out, takes the mark. Front of Cleary turns around, back towards the top of the square. Goes across the face of goal towards the pocket. And working hard was Ettridge, and he dropped the ball in the tackle. The umpire said play on. Now he's held on to. Umpire says advantage. And the advantage wasn't really there for Kane Ettridge because he missed to the near side. And through 4-1 behind. So they go to 1-3-9, Lara. Lead North Shore 2 behinds. And first quarter thanks to Harvey Norman. Think Harvey Norman for all your big brands at Geelong's best prices. Here's Matt Kershaw.
I guess it's the what we're seeing in the opening rounds to what we're seeing out here today is obviously the skill levels sort of a little bit lower than what we've seen, and the turnovers are a bit higher than what we've seen. So it's going to be what team can settle better and use the ball better when they have ball in hand that can get on top of this contest.
Just waiting for the ball to come back. We're here for APCO Cafe 24/7. Get into your local APCO this month to win a Gatorade tub for your club. Partnership between APCO Cafe 24/7 and K-Rock Football. Purcell with the kick-in duties. Will add to, if he runs out of the square, onto the TAC stats tracker. He does run about 8 metres and then sends it long to half-back. Ball holds in the breeze. Flies come from everywhere. It's not a bad effort at the front of the pack. Or in fact, it's going to be paid front of the pack, I reckon. It's going to be paid to Taywin Robertson. Man in front, Hamlin Hanger. Well, Robertson now only just working out that it's his ball. And now it's 50-metre penalty against Deng. So a boy Deng has given away a 50-metre penalty. And Taywin Robertson, who I think himself was confused that he'd actually been paid the mark.
He didn't know he had it either, and I think Borchard thought he might have had it, and Taywin thought he might have had it. I don't know if there was any clear instruction for the umpire. Then I thought that was a little bit stiff because he was the man in the middle of the 2 Lara players, and no one knew who had it. So,
and when the umpire thinks that maybe the player was a bit stiff, he doesn't give the full 50, and that I don't think is a full 50. Looks more closer to your sort of your 40 mark.
Selling unit blocks out here in Lara, not full land blocks by the looks of that one.
Taywin Robertson played 1 game and kicked 1 goal for Newtown and Chilwell, and he's now kicked his 3rd goal in Lara colours. And they're second of the quarter. They're 2-3-15. North Shore 2 behinds in this opening term thanks to Harvey Norman. Think Harvey Norman for all the big brands at Geelong's best prices. And for Wilson's Real Estate in the expert chair this afternoon, Matt Kershaw.
As you said, Kingy, I think North Shore would be pretty happy with where they had held Lara to at that stage of the game. And if it wasn't for that little simple mistake, they would still be competitive in this first quarter. But see, Lara getting really high up the ground and sort of playing into the hands of North Shore's back 6. They're generating that +1. So I think maybe their forwards need to stay at home a little bit, Lara, to have more scoring opportunities.
So back to the middle. Casey Young looks like he's having a run in the ruck. Against Deng for North Shore, who goes up. In fact, it's Driscoll in the ruck. And he got it down for Lara. Ball still in dispute in the middle. Pack develops, and we will have a ball up just forward of the centre circle for Lara. Bit of push and shove there. Grella in there. So, ball up again. Driscoll gets it down. Through the middle, Harmer. He drops it in the tackle. Ball comes out quickly. Deep forward towards Day. Got a hand to it. Oh, took the mark anyway. And got the hold and put one hand up, took the grab, came down into his left hand, and he'll shoot for goal from 38 directly in front.
And that's that ball movement I was talking about. Get it in there quick to the one-on-ones. Don't get too high up the ground and give yourself a marking one-on-one opportunity. When you got someone like Mitch Day down there, should be kicking to him every time.
So I think I heard the coach say they didn't really have anywhere to go with him, did they?
He said that. Big admission, wasn't
big admission in the pre-game. So we'll see how they go. Mitch Day, 30 out, directly in front for Lara's third of the afternoon. He comes in and has kicked it straight through the middle. So his first of the afternoon, and the Cats are 3-3-21. They lead North Shore 2 behinds, and first quarter thanks to Harvey Norman. Think Harvey Norman for all your big brands at Geelong's best prices. Here's Matt Kershaw.
Well, what that was then was just a quick kick by Weagle. And quick kicks into the forward line are dangerous, no matter what. And if you give yourself some separation down there as a forward, even if you bring it to the ground, they still had 2 numbers front and centre. Then O'Meara was in the right spot. So it's no secret on this ground. You've just got to get into your forward half and keep it there.
Minari has followed Davenport into the centre square. Vickery with a nice tap down. Cockerell got a handball away, taking it now. Marshall trying to pounce on the footy, but Driscoll coming the other way was Harry Purcell. Rolling ball for North Shore to centre half forward, picked up well by Weagle. He was dumped in the 2-man tackle. Cockerell slung in the tackle, got a handball away. Jose head over the footy. Did okay, the acting captain. Banged it on the boot for Lara and rolled it into the middle of Bisanella Oval, but it was cleaned up nicely by Stonehouse of North Shore. Handball a little bit too hot for Molden. Chance to clear. Marshall, a handball underground for Lara. Ball's just bobbling around in the middle of Bisanella Oval. Borchard was dumped in a tackle.
That was
in
a
fact,
bad
Marshall.
tackle. That was a really bad tackle.
It's one of those sling tackles,
that was
and
bad.
head has hit the ground. Jake Marshall is very slow to get up.
And it is exceptionally hard out there.
That was not nice.
Yeah, we've got another ball up. Vickery just fists it forward into space, but there are numbers there, and the kick comes forward from Stone.
Day comes out, can't take the mark. Sure, he's got the numbers at the back. Walmsley just gets a clearing kick for Dixon at half-back flank now. Draws a player, handballs over the top. It's okay. They run through now. Harry Purcell goes wide. Oh, slips catch. Nearly taken. Wasn't quite by Darcy Webber. The ball comes back. Was flinging about there. And McKenna gets it away to Dixon. Runs through centre wing to half forward again. No mark taken. It was Bell Chambers who's forward at the moment. Now Lara out wide. They might be able to create something now. Kane Ettridge, can he get there on centre wing? He can. He picks it up on the half volley. Comes back around. Short little kick's okay. And finds O'Meara at half forward. Gives it away quickly and they go inside again to Day. He's got a couple on him this time. Mitchie in the middle. And he's taken the mark, and that might be the Hamlin hanger of the day.
Well, it was
not quite the one we saw last night, but pretty good for Mitch Day.
It was a 2v1. He just used his smarts there and used his body and just gave him a little nudge in front and
just
a little
when he
elbow
to.
at the back.
He and did the 1-2.
Exactly right. And gave him that little separation in the air.
The only time that Mitch Day will get as high as Shea Bolton is on a scissor lift.
100%.
So Mitch Day, about 30 metres out, 45-degree angle.
He comes from great pedigree. His old man Stephen Day was a GFL legend.
Comes in now for his second of the first term.
He's pointed to the crowd. They must have given him a bit of lip.
He has told them all about it very quickly, hasn't he, Mitchie?
He did. As soon as it came off the boot, he pointed straight to that little area over there, and I think that they were giving him a little stick. There's a few cans in their hands and might have been giving him some advice on how to kick the footy, Chase.
4-3-27, Lara. They lead North Shore 2 behinds. First quarter, thanks to Harvey Norman.
We've had those little bits of the crowd. We had the Andrew Bosley pocket.
We did,
yes.
with the Mullins, with the South Barwon crowd.
That's right.
I enjoy that. I enjoy getting
the on-ballers last week.
Yes, we did.
Do you reckon that the radio broadcast might have just added a little bit to this?
So I think I'm tipping that radio's on over there in that car. And
yeah, we got the wave.
Yeah, good on them.
It's great
That's
to
what
be
local footy's about.
Great to be here at Bisanella Oval. Thanks to APCO Cafe 24/7. Back in the middle, Vickery from behind winning the tap down. The ball will ricochet back to him for North Shore. It's in the middle of Disneyland Oval. He did reef it in. Now he's palmed it out into space. Chance now to clear here for the Cats. Kick inside 450. Might have been Diagrella. Went through the hands of Ettridge. Here's Stone Aaron about to run onto the footy for Lara. Day coming the other way. Well played by Walmsley. Got a handball away, but only as far as Stone. And now there might be a free kick, I reckon, going to be paid here for holding the ball. Paddy Cleary's going to win the free kick for North Shore in the left back pocket. And that was against Bailey Ettridge, who, of course, played some games with North Shore, 34 in fact, for 24 goals before getting a clearance to Anarchy mid-2019 and finding his way to Lara. That kick, I'm not going to mark that. That's gone out of bounds on the full, and the free kick will go. Well, here's a good sign, Buzz. Jake Marshall's up and about after that tackle in the middle of the ground a little bit earlier.
Yeah, he waved the trainers off, and McKenna came over to check on him too, which was good to see.
Marshall on his left boot, drives it to 20 out for goal. Wants Dave flying and getting up and not hanging on to it. Hayes, a handball off to Walmsley. Walmsley, a clearing kick out, looking for Lever. But Lara have got numbers out there, but Jordan Stone left the footy behind. Weagle in traffic, fires a handball forward, and he'll get Cockerell.
Well, Cockerell nearly had it, and then he got pushed out, he and the ball, over the boundary line in front of the scoreboard. And we'll have a boundary throw in.
He's a hard footballer, Jakey Marshall. He's had a rotten luck with some knee recos. He done his knee and then he come back and done his knee at training at Werribee 1 year, and he's had a rotten luck with it. So good to see him playing some consistent footy over the last couple of years.
So Driscoll and Vickery. Vickery gets it down to the side of the pack. Ball comes back, Robertson. He's wrapped up, drops the footy. Good tackle. North Shore keeping the pressure on at half back. Ball's going to come back to Bell Chambers. A little bit of Candy on the mark. He runs around, goes long towards half forward. Lara with the numbers back there. Weagle, they can't take it though. In fact, that was Young. Pack develops at half forward for North Shore. On the outer side, and we'll have a ball up. Dan Weagle will be the last to get up. It's up now. The umpire will throw the ball in the air. Vickery's moved his way down there against Driscoll. Big thump away by Driscoll. Back towards centre wing. They got the numbers through there. The Cats, they can break free again. Green around the corner towards Day again. Danger signs here, Mitchie, for the North Shore boys, and he's taken the mark and will shoot for goal from 45 out directly in front. Well, he was right. I think the coach, wasn't he, Matt? They might not have anybody to sit on him so far.
Look, in Cleary's defence, he actually has been with him body on body. He's just too big and too strong. That's but there's not much more you can do as a back when you're playing against someone who has that reach that's 12 foot in the air.
Exactly. So he comes in, Mitch Day, holds up with the breeze, and he's missed it this time. So misses to the near side, 2 goals, 1. His personal tally, Lara 4-4-28. They lead North Shore 2 behinds. Close to siren time for quarter time here at the Biznella Oval.
So they were using the countdown clock, but it wasn't in sync with the timekeeper's countdown clock here. So by our count for total tours, we've been going 22 minutes on the time clock. Short kick into Purcell is marked by McKenna, who'll be racking them up on the TAC stats tracker. Check it out at aflbarn.com.au on Monday. McKenna short to Cleary. Cleary back to McKenna. McKenna feigns to handball, steps around Jose and then kicks wide. Here's the screaming voice of a teammate in Sella who dropped what he should have taken right on the boundary line. And we'll get a boundary throw in at true centre wing. Aaron Sella playing game 180 this afternoon, so 200 will come up for him next year, and he'll join a litany of greats in the 200 club at Windsor Park as the boundary throw in comes back into play. Vickery, nice tap down to Lever, but Lever was wrapped up instantaneously. It was a good tackle by Diagrella over the top. They might have been on the Falcons list at the same time, those two. And we'll get a ball up just forward of the wing, favouring Lara in attack, and they lead by 26 points.
Driscoll gets it down the side of the pack. Marshall threw it away in the tackle. The umpire said play on. McKenna gets it towards a vacant centre half forward position. Comes back out though. Lara had the numbers there. Weagle rode the bump, got it away quickly. Handball came out to Jordan Stone. Now it goes further afield. The ball comes to Jose. He's on half back. He kick high, kick towards centre wing. Lever has got a bit of help there also, and Miljevic gets across there. Miljevic takes the mark on centre wing for North Shore. Much movement for him at centre half forward. Vickery's going down there now. He goes in that direction. He's going to have a bit of a gap to get there. Off the back of the pack. Purdy handball. Still at half-back for Lara. They go towards centre wing, but chopping it off Bell Chambers. He's had a good start. He's going to be able to drive it back in for North Shore.
Bell Chambers, driving kick, sends it long, looking down there for a marking option, asked a lot of Tregenza, and the mark taken by Marshall. It's going to be a free kick for a push. Is it going to go to Tregenza?
Yep.
So Tregenza's going to have a chance at his first of the afternoon, second shot at goal. He had one tight in the left forward pocket at the town end in this opening term. Cruising past was Miljevic. He thought about handballing it off, but instead Tregenza, with a man on the mark, standing around 45 from goal. He'll kick into a slight breeze, but they need this, the Seagulls. Tregenza hits it pretty well. Hits it very, very well. Kicks a nice goal, Bradley Tregenza. Member of the 2019 Under-19 Division 3 Premiership winning team. Couple of members in that side this afternoon, including he and a boy Deng. And it's the first goal of the afternoon for the Seagulls. They're 1-2-8. Lara 4-4-28. That's a goal of the day contender thanks to Lammy's Tavern. Lammy's open Friday to Sunday at 9 p.m. with free entry before 10 p.m. every night.
It was a little bit better ball movement by North Shore then. They were a little bit more composed, held it up, hit their targets, and then into their forward line a bit quicker. Man in front gets a free kick. So I think that's a secret for both teams here today on a day like today. We've just got to move the ball quick on this smaller ground.
So back to the middle. Borchard back in the ruck against Vickery. Got it down this time. Over the shoulder, said the umpire. North Shore with a free kick. And finally to get up is McKenna. Oh, he's reversed it, I reckon. Oh, he's reported him for striking.
Wow. That was a bit silly. Oh, he's carded him. So McKenna. Josh, you saw that?
Yep, that was a bit silly.
Bit silly from Liam McKenna. So...
Where's he gone off the ground, McKenna?
So he's been given the card, yellow card, so he has to leave the ground.
Can he be replaced, Buzz?
Oh, hang on, red card. He's giving him a red card.
Is it a red?
Yeah, it was a red. Got the binos right on him there, so he can't be replaced for 15 minutes,
No.
I believe. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct, if it's a red.
So they're down to 17, North Shore.
And that means McKenna can't play again this afternoon, Buzz?
And he's just walked off and he just apologised to the guys on the bench straight away. Just said, sorry, guys.
So confusion reigns here at the moment. We're working out what's happening. The ball has gone down to full forward. Pat Clear is just asking the older of the central umpires just what was going on.
Well, that's all happened too,
Yep.
Jace. Jake Marshall's gone straight into the rooms too, in the hands of the trainers.
I saw in that contest when the free kick was given for in front, he pulled up lame, grabbed his hamstring, so I'm not sure if it's a hamstring injury there, Buzz.
Yeah, he was hobbling off, but he went straight to the rooms.
So I suspect this is the 50 that went with the free kick, was it? Because Jack Borchard's got the kick.
Correct, the ruckman.
The ruckman. So he's going to shoot from 20 out directly in front.
It's a small 50 again.
Relative to the ground. He comes in. Oh, he's made the goal umpire work.
Yeah, good looking at the
And
goal
the
umpire.
goal umpire has had a nice look at it.
Has
Gone.
Oh, what is
Hang on a
happening
minute.
here?
What's happening?
No one knows.
Nobody's. Hang on.
No one knows.
The central umpires have run back to the middle without actually telling the goal umpire he can. All clear. Hang on. Oh, there we go. It's fantastic. So Jack Borchard has kicked his first of the afternoon.
There's confusion reigning everywhere here, Jason.
5-4-34. That's not confusion. That's Lara. And North Shore 1-2-8. And we're close to siren time for quarter time here at the Bisanella Oval.
So if they've lost McKenna for the afternoon, that is a massive blow.
Well, yeah, they're down probably arguably their best midfielder and a rotation.
So we're back in the middle. Borchard wins a tap against Vickery.
And can he
Joe's
be
hit over the
replaced?
footy. Well, that's the big question.
I think he can. I think he can't come back on, but I think he can be replaced.
Right.
Buzz?
Got a secondary ball up. We'll get to you in a moment,
Yeah.
Buzz. Grabbed out of the ruck by Vickery, who jams it on the boot towards left half forward for North Shore. Rolling ball. Molden playing from behind on Weagle. Trying to just lock the footy up was Harmer. But the ball has spilled out. And it's spilled into the hands of Dixon, who's now kicking on his non-preferred left. He pulls the ball looking for a marking option. Deng flew, couldn't hang on to it. Front of the pack, Lara have got numbers. That should have been holding the ball. Molden laid a good tackle. Now he lays another good tackle to stop play. And about 30 out from the North Shore goal as they kick to the town end. We will get a ball up. We're approaching quarter time. Plenty happening in a very action-packed opening term. Borchard a double palm down to Jose, and he's wrapped up in a tackle just as the siren sounds for quarter time. And now we've got a little bit of a push and shove. And it's an old-fashioned North Shore Lara duster taking place in the left forward pocket. There are 12, 13, 18, 20 players now involved. They're coming
Make it
from
36
everywhere.
in there, Kingy.
Gee, Connor Walmsley's coming from deep to want to get involved. But hopefully sanity prevails here. This is GFL senior footy, and it's a different era. We don't need this taking place. Let's just get to our huddles, gentlemen, and move on and play some footy. 1-2-8 North Shore. Lara 5-4-34. As players now finally separate. It's the last thing umpires want.
Nick Dixon's got a huge amount of claret streaming from his face. Kingy, as he walks past me.
All right. New Grove bench tops blood rule. Your kitchen really is the heart of your home. Thank you for that. Buzz, you're going to have a chat with somebody now and see.
Yeah, I just want to be careful, Kingy. They're a bit fired up as they walk past you. I might try to grab Jace. He's a calm man in the kitchen.
You might inadvertently cop one. Josh Conway there with Shane Stone. Buzz, have you got any clarity around Liam McKenna's situation?
I don't at the moment, Kingy. I'll do some more investigating as we go on, mate. I'll see if I can find out whether what the situation is there.
Thank you for that. And Josh Conway down boundary side for Loco Sportswear. He can be replaced, but he can't come back.
That's right, yeah.
Loco Sportswear, of course, team apparel for champion teams in the Ballerine. Model Warrior 35, Port Arlington 13, Drysdale 35 have jumped Anglesey 6, Barwon Heads 45 have jumped Ammo 6, Torquay 35 have jumped Newcombe 6, and Ocean Grove 16 leads Queenscliff 13. Second quarter for Warralilly. We'll get to Matt Kershaw for Wilson's Real Estate in a moment, but here's Jason Doherty.
So in the ruck contest, Borchard went up but couldn't get it down, and getting it down actually was Miljevic. North Shore go forward. Inside 50, they put Vickery deep with the aid of the breeze in this second term. Davenport on the boundary line, gets around the outside of the right foot and has missed to the near side and through for one behind. So Vickery and Davenport deep for North Shore in this second term.
That's all I was going to say before, so you got there before me, Jace.
So North Shore go to 1-4-10, and they lead Lara. They trail Lara 5-4-34.
Weagle finds Borchard, who'll probably enjoy not having Vickery for company. Comes in board to Jose. Barely went 15. Jose kicked it into the man coming towards him in Lever. Ricocheted back towards Dixon. Lever's down after being cleaned up by Jose. It was all fair. Weagle at left half back. A well-weighted kick. Puts it into the path of a teammate in Ettridge. It's Ettridge driving it long inside 50 for Lara. Looking for Day. Why wouldn't you? Kick 2 in the first. Picked it up off the ground. Dribbling left foot ball. He's not bad, but has missed to the left-hand side and through for a behind. Margin is back to 25. 5-5-35 Lara. North Shore 1-4-10 in this second quarter. Thanks to Warralilly, live in Geelong's most awarded community. Want to find out how? Check out warralilly.com.au.
It's Bailey Ettridge who put that through. There. The ball comes back in deep towards centre wing. Borchard, third in line, took the mark for Lara. Back inside Weagle. He gets it. Going to switch it back inside. He's in between the centre and centre wing. Drives it long now towards Day, who comes out from behind. Does nicely. Ball spills free. Robinson gets the ball forward. Now North Shore trying to work it hard. Purcell gets across there. Handball came to Harmer. His handball to Lever. And they work it out now. Sellers got it. Goes towards centre wing. Vickery comes up. That's better play. Takes the mark. Hasn't got much to kick to, though. He goes long now towards full forward. Davenport's going to have 23 on him by the way it's going. He gets over the back. He gets it, though, Davenport. He did nicely, but he needs some support. Borchard's handball close to the boundary line. Stone, and good pressure from North Shore. Keep it inside. They're forward 50, and they will have a boundary throw in. A couple of minutes played in this second term.
They got some numbers back really quickly. Then they identified that he was the only one they could really go to, Lara.
Total Tools time clock. Total Tools, every tool for every trade. Vickery will do the ruck work here inside forward 50 against Borchard. Front position for the North Shore big man. Tries to tap it into the space that Bell Chambers now occupies for the Seagulls. He's taken down in a two-man tackle, and he's going to get pinged, is he? Holding the ball is a decision.
Geez.
Well, he was brought to ground. That ball wasn't coming out, and he probably considered himself a little bit stiff. And the free kick is going to be taken
50.
by Mackay, and now Bill Chambers has given away 50.
God.
So very quick.
A few moans here, but that was not a free kick.
To start with.
Yeah, correct.
Which shouldn't have had a 50.
Few moans.
Mackay sends it long for Lara inside 50, wanting Day, but parking himself is the former Anarchy player in Walmsley for North Shore and taking a nice mark. He goes short to Dixon, who's racking them up on the TAC stats tracker. Those numbers available on Monday. Look forward to seeing what Dixon's had as he's now gone into the midfield. McKenna out of the game for North Shore after receiving a red card. He wants it half forward, a marking option in Wilson. It won't get to him. It's cut off and sent forward by Jewel. Jewel to half forward. Hayes gave away a free kick, and it'll be taken by Diagrella, who quickly wants to get on with it. Diagrella shanked the kick into the left forward pocket. Rolling ball gets away from Day and Cleary. Might have hit the left-hand behind post, in fact, and will be a boundary throw-in the left forward pocket. Lara in attack in this second term, thanks to Warralilly. Live in Geelong's most awarded community. Check them out at warralilly.com.au. boundary.com.au. Here on K-Rock Football and through the AFL Barwon live stream is Jason Doherty.
The boundary throw in left forward pocket for Lara. Mitch Day takes down the ruck contest, kick towards goal, and has missed to the near side. So 2 goals to his personal tally this afternoon. 5-6-36 Lara. They lead North Shore 1-4-10. And they kick in quickly. Hayes kicks it in for North Shore, goes long towards centre wing. Off the back of the pack. If it just got through, it couldn't for North Shore in the end, and the handball came out quickly from McKay. Molden tried to tap it on. Now through the middle, is an advantage paid? No.
We're going to come back to Molden.
The umpire says it's a free kick to Molden.
They got him by the dreadies.
They were out the back. Centre wing, he gets it, and he goes towards half forward. It's a good kick too, finds Purcell, who can run onto it. The Purcell brothers, he goes with the right foot kick. He's missed everything. Out of bounds on the full.
So Jace Davenport's calling that back there. He had the advantage on Minari, and it was just a poor kick. He certainly never looked at Davenport and was having that shot from a long way out.
So Lara with the free kick in the last line of defence. They're looking to try and switch it, and they will now. Minari goes towards Robertson at half-back, just floats in and takes the mark. Plays on quickly, goes to the outer side centre wing, might be chopped off. Hayes gets across there for North Shore, does nicely. Goes back, his kick though was smothered, and Lara seed over the boundary line, the smother there from Goodwin, and we'll have a boundary throw in. Just forward of centre wing for North Shore. They trail 1-4-10, Lara 5-6-36, and the second quarter thanks to Warralilly, living Geelong's most awarded community.
The KFC's just arrived in the box, smells fantastic. The KFC Twitter this year at K-Rock Football. Join us anytime. Borchard winning the tap down. Looks like Miljevic doing the ruck work in the Wombat Gully Plant Farm matchups at the moment, Kirsch.
Yeah, playing Vickery a permanent forward at this stage. Probably with the breeze, they're trying to have that bigger target apart from Davenport down there.
Miljevic and Borchard. Borchard palms it down straight to Miljevic, who bangs it on the boot into the left forward pocket. It sits up and bounces over the head of Vickery. Cleaned up out the back by Young. He gives a handball off to Jewell. Jewell into the right back pocket to Minari. Minari is short kick, and that's nice. Just in front of the scoreboard that shows Lara leading by 26 points. And in the hands there of Goodwin in the right back pocket for Lara. He goes high to the outer wing, wants Borchard. Hayes from over the top with a spoiled Tregenza. Handball off to Lever. Lever a driving kick to a one-on-one. Davenport got rid of Young but couldn't complete the mark. Back of the pack, Jewell ran into trouble, then just fired a handball into space. Purcell, Geordie, handball. Davenport, one more. Harry Purcell at his bootlaces couldn't clean up. Molden trying to pick up the footy. Davenport came again and then got dumped in a two-man tackle, and 20 metres out directly in front. We'll get a ball up. North Shore in attack, looking for their second goal in this second quarter that has gone nearly 6 minutes on the total till time clock.
So ball up. Borchard gets over there. Vickery doing the ruck work up forward. Grove beautifully by Davenport, who ran behind Vickery but unfortunately has pulled it wide. It's out of bounds on the full. So Lara will take the free kick. Casey Young will have it once the ball comes back from on the railway line, I suspect. It's gone a fair way there with the breeze.
They've had a few repeat inside 50s here in North Shore, but they're getting no value with their entries. Their entries have been poor. Now, if you're going to have Vickery down there, you've at least got to give it a little bit of air and kick it to his advantage. Instead, they're trying to kick it on top of Davenport's head. So I think, Vickery might have to come a little bit deeper the way that ball's coming in.
Marshall back on the ground too, boys, for Lara.
Thanks, Buzz. So Young goes towards half-back. Oh, mark should have been taken in there by Stonehouse. The ball, though, comes back in by Miljevic, but once again, Lara, last line of defence, just hold the ball up. Young it is, wants to switch the play, goes to the outer side, it's okay. Green takes the mark, and they could be away now. Lara through. Well, that's Green. So that was who was that? That was Weagle. It was. They looked like the brothers, and now Lara go from half back.
Purdy bangs it long into space. O'Meara running onto it, loops a handball over the top. Ettridge tied in the right forward pocket, has missed to the right hand side, and that is Bailey Ettridge with the miss. Another behind for him. Margin is 28 on the Warralilly K-Rock scoreboard. 5-7-37. It should be 5-8-38, I think, by my counter. Am I missing one? Have I gone a little bit too many here?
Yeah.
Might have gone one too many.
Yeah.
Maybe the margin should be 27. Let's just go with that. And a free kick, rather kicking duties, rather with Hayes. just takes off and will kick over the arms of Marshall and just bring it towards the near side wing. Good mark, Purcell. A Hamlin hanger over the top of Mackay. Nice grab and then quickly onto it. Harry Purcell looking for Jordan Purcell to fly, and he takes a nice mark too. In fact, it's Vickery. Sorry, I apologise. Taking the mark. Thought it was Purcell looking for Purcell, but in fact, Vickery has taken a really nice grab. The former Richmond and Hawthorn big man playing game number 2 in the blue and gold, and a chance to kick what would be his first goal for the club. TAC stats tracker last week. How about these for numbers? 53 hit-outs, 24 touches, 11 marks against the reigning premier.
217 fantasy points, but are the Ruckmen get a bit overrated with the fantasy points with their hit-out tally?
Potentially.
Yes.
Ty Vickery, 35 out, right of centre, shot on goal, and he has missed to the right. Had to kick that. Margin 26.
Positive though, better ball movement by North Shore, and we just spoke about how their forward entries have been letting them down, and that was a lot quicker to a one-on-one, and Vickery had the sit.
Warralilly, living Geelong's most awarded community scoreboard. Lara 5-7-37, North Shore 1-5-11.
Dan Weagle from fullback plays on, gets on the stats tracker, goes up the middle, misses a few targets. In the end, it falls to Robertson. It goes down centre wing. They've got the run now, Lara, and they go from centre wing inside towards Marshall, who gets back with a fly to the footy and takes the mark. And we'll have a set shot for goal from 35 out, 45-degree angle.
So this is another way Lara can get you as well. They can hurt you by pressing up the ground and choking the ball in the half of the ground and then getting you out the back. And they've done that the last 2 occasions with the last 2 scoring opportunities. So, yeah, they're going to have their work cut out from today, North Shore, up and down the ground.
So Jake Marshall at the Matt Kershaw end of Bisanella Oval.
Shouldn't miss from here.
Left foot kick. He has missed. So he doesn't kick them like Kirsch.
No.
Don't worry about that. One behind. They are now 5-8-38, Lara. And they lead North Shore 1-5-11. We've been playing at 10 minutes in this second term time clock, thanks to Total Tools, every tool for every trade.
Thank you, Jason Doherty, as Hayes goes into the left back pocket, finds a marking target in Walmsley, quickly wants to go on with it and finds Tregenza. Tregenza on the outer side for North Shore. Well weighted kick to his co-coach in Dixon. Under the old scoreboard, no longer used. Banging it long, looking down there for Vickery to fly from 3 deep. Couldn't get his hands on it. Back of the pack, Jordan Purcell for North Shore. Handball back in board was okay for Lever. Lever over his head. Found Deng. Deng a handball back to Jordan Purcell. Purcell gives it back to Lever. Lever to Vickery. Back to Lever. Lever now kicks, brings it inboard, wanting Dixon. They worked it out well, North Shore. Then he fires a handball off to a teammate running past who fumbled at the most inopportune of times. And it's opened the door. It was Archer who dropped it. Jose gave it off to Robertson. Robertson on the bounce to O'Meara. O'Meara can share it by hand. He just missed Aaron Stone. Stone just flung his boot at it. Bought 20 metres for his team. But Hayes is back there for North Shore. Lost it in the tackle. Slung was Diagrello, the loose ball. Marshall couldn't get onto his left boot, so he went back to Jose. Jose round the body. Bouncing ball. Cockrell in the goal square. Fumbled it. Ooh. Oh, could he have let it go? It's a behind in the end. Good build-up from the Cats after turning the footy over. Lara 5-9-39, North Shore 1-5-11.
Dixon kicks in from full back, goes out towards half back. Lara though with the numbers, good tackle. They've done nicely, North Shore. Might be able to get it out now. Vickery's wrapped up, not going anywhere. The umpire says play on. Pack develops in the middle around him. And it will be a ball up.
The last set play was an error on both behalves. North Shore had the ball, fumbled, then Lara missed the goal, fumble.
Vickery got it down. Jose got the handball out. Oh, big tackle. So the ball spills free, comes towards Deng again. He can't take it. Does he put a high tackle on there? I think he might. And he has given away the free kick.
Just had a word from our GDFL correspondent at Winter Reserve that Darren Milburn has lined up in the ones for Belmont, for Bannockburn against Belmont.
There you go.
Wow, wait.
Kirsch,
the clock back.
There's hope yet. Kirsch, there's hope yet. The ball is at right half forward for Lara on the outer side. Big pack there. Robertson's there. Also getting away Lever. Handball came out the back. They go off a step now, and the ball came quickly from Wilson. He's turned it over again, and Lara are going to be able to push it back from centre wing, and it's Jewel with the footy.
Pete Riccardi hasn't put himself on a wing, has he, Kingy?
Wonder where Dash will play.
Where he wants.
Jewel inside 50. Day got rid of his opponent. Umpire said play on. Front of the packet over the footy. Bailey Ettridge goes once, goes twice, gets a handball. O'Meara, deft little tap. Cockrell with the right foot. Banana went across the face of goal. He hit the belly of the ball. Rolls into the forward pocket. Chance for the Cats. Trying the don't argue was Ettridge. That was rather Diagrella. And he win himself a free kick. Tregenza by holding the ball. ball. Well done by Bradley Tregenza as Diagrella tried the don't argue. Tregenza concedes some ground to Cleary, the skipper for North Shore. He's got it in the right back pocket, but he's a long way from home, and his team are trailing by 28 points, directing traffic now. He takes off and he brings it towards our broadcast position. True centre wing. Weagle positioned himself against the smaller Harmer nicely and took the mark. Drives a kick into the middle of Bisanella Oval, stretching and marking is Robertson. Tried to loop a handball over the top to O'Meara, did so successfully. Gave it to Mackay. Mackay under pressure as he kicked. Day! Out he comes in front of Hayes and marks.
See, what happened there was they played backwards. They conceded some ground to Cleary. Then Cleary had to play the ball down this outer wing from that deep pocket, which left Mitch Day at the top of the square on his own. You turn the ball over in the corridor, Cleary didn't have time to get back to Day, and it was a poor match-up in the end.
Mitch Day back at the club after a handful of seasons at Geelong Amateur. Won the Les Ash medal as the best and fairest in the Bellarine League. And he's having a shot at goal from about 40. That's a helicopter.
Yeah.
He really... like he stubbed his toe kicking it, and he's shanked it into the left forward pocket at the city end of the ground, or the town end of the ground.
Going on at the Kershaw end, I think.
And that's gone out of bounds. And we've got a boundary throw in.
You could tell as soon as he dropped that kick, he dropped it from a funny height.
Yeah, he's usually a very good kick for goal, as we know.
Second quarter, 28-point lead for Lara, thanks to Warralilly.
Ruck contest. Vickery was there with Day. Now Lara try and push it back towards Green. Dixon through the middle. Did he drag it in at half-back? The umpire is saying no, and it's a ball up. So Lara's still into attack.
He's got nothing forward of the ball. North Shore, it's 6v4 here.
So Vickery, contest. Dixon through the middle. In fact, coming away now, Stone with a high left foot kick. Put it back with the breeze in the end. It looked like it was going out of bounds on the full, but it came back from one behind in the end for Aaron Stone. So it's 5-10-40 Lara. They lead North Shore 1-5-11-15 played. Second term thanks to Warralilly, living Geelong's most awarded community.
The South Point Garden Supplies have just seen the radar, and there is a little bit of a storm cell forming to the west of Geelong around the Bannockburn area that we might be seeing. As Cleary brings it to half-back, looking for Perry or Vickery. Neither could mark. Hands of the pack. Lever. Dixon. Back to Lever. Lever and neat right foot kick. Miljevic caught his teammate and Harmer out, but couldn't take the mark. Diagrella down to a teammate who jams it on the boot, and Young for Lara. The ball stayed in the field of play. It pitched right into the path of Bailey Ettridge. He gave it to Aaron Stone. The Cats into attack. Day on the lead. Cleary used the body okay. Forced to spillage. Stonehouse. Now Archer giving it to Cleary. Kick over the head of Dixon. It sits on its point. Oh, well, Driscoll was the one to overrun it there, and Dixon was cleaning up for North Shore. Gave it to Vickery. Taken in a good tackle by Jordan Stone. Lost it in that tackle, did Vickery. Diving in Driscoll. Now doing some ruck work. He tries to knock it out. Lever was good. Flicked it up. Chance here for Harmer. It opens up for him.
Harmer goes towards Miljevic at half forward. Goes up. Good mark. Very good mark for Jacob Miljevic. He's still about 50 out from goal. He wants to go short. Oh, Davenport drops the mark. He needs to pick it up. He can't do so. And the ball's going to come back the other way quickly. Minari can run through. He ran a long way. Then he bounced. Has another bounce. Runs through the middle. Draws a player. Gives the ball over the top. O'Meara gets it from half-back. Goes to half-forward. Day goes up. Takes a good mark. And still a fair way out from goal. He wants to move it quickly. Goes towards the pockets. A good kick too. And Robertson takes the mark and will shoot for goal from 30 out. 45-degree angle in the Kershaw end of the ground.
Well, let's see if he can finish this one up that end.
Had some troubles at that end.
They have. He's a nice, skillful player, Taylor, so I expect him to kick this. Well, I expected Mitch to kick it too, but better ball movement there from Lara.
So Tywin Robertson, who has kicked one this afternoon. In the first term, he kicked a goal. He's coming in, keeps it low. Oh, he's rated too. That's the Mitch Day forward pocket over there. That hasn't even run out of bounds.
They might have to put someone in that pocket permanently just to stand there.
So Purcell gets it on the outside on centre wing, and he's just trying to settle it down for North Shore.
Got a nice kick from Hayes. Purcell, it's Jordan looking for Miljevic. Could spoil Purdy. Knocks it straight to our best seats in the house. Thanks to APCO Cafe 24/7. Get into your local APCO this month to win a Gatorade tub for your club. There was good hands there from our very own Laurie Hill, who provided us with our KFC this afternoon. Ball back into play. Borchard and Vickery. Vickery grabbed it out of the ruck, tried to flick a handball up, but only as far as Green of Lara. He's dumped in a good tackle. Well done by Lever. Brings him to ground, and we will get a ball up. So play about Right half forward for North Shore, Vickery. Good position on the tap, but straight to Jose. Kick ricocheted off the shins of Harry Purcell and straight up the chimney. Double-fisted forward by Mould, but only as far as Diagrella. He bangs it towards the near side wing, rolling ball that Salah will track to the boundary line and out of bounds for the Seagulls, and we'll get another boundary throw in. 18 minutes gone on the Total Tools time clock in this second term. And the scoreboard showing Lara 5-10-40, North Shore 1-5-11 in the AFL for Leopold Sporties as we go around the grounds. 25 apiece between the Suns and the Saints, and it's the Giants 40 leading Essendon 30.
So Vickery at the front at the ruck contest. Malden gets wrapped up. He's not going anywhere. O'Meara over the top of him. Centre wing. And we'll have another ball up. So a bit of a stalemate on centre wing here. Going to ball up for Vickery and Borchard. Both try and slap it away. Now Stone on the outside. Little left foot kick around the corner was nice. Diagrella takes it, plays on quickly, back towards Day, who comes out of pace. Can't take the mark. Off hands might be okay, though, for Lara. They've got O'Meara on the outside. His handball back inboard was very nice to Bailey Ettridge. He has to kick that one. And he's had a couple of goes at it, Bailey. That was much better. He kicks his first, the 6 for Lara. 6-10-46. And they lead North Shore 1-4-10. And second quarter, thanks to Warralilly, live in Geelong's most awarded community. And in the expert chair, thanks to Wilson's Real Estate, is Matt Kershaw.
As the expert, Jason, it's quite clear that there should be no set shots at that end of the ground and only snaps from in the field of play. Because I think we've had the last 4 or 5 shots on goal that either have been a point or not made the distance, and that was a pretty good play. But great contest from Mitch Day. Like, he made the contest, they got front and centre, and if they keep playing that brand of footy and they keep channeling it through Day, then it's going to be very predictable for the Lara players to get themselves full of the ball.
Umpire tossed it up in the middle. Vickery favoured by it. Won the tap down to Dixon. He gave it to Lever, who was under pressure immediately. Diagrella was good. Quick release to Green. Green just pulled the kick out the corner of his eye, looking for Marshall, who marks. That was a wonderful kick. Coming inside forward 50 from Green. Marshall on his left boot, lowered the eyes, got a hit-up lead, and the mark taken by Billy Goodwin, who was back into the side this week. One of the inclusions with Matt Spence, of course, the big out, the captain, after that incident against Leopold last week. And Goodwin has it for the Cats with a man on the mark standing around 35 from goal. He's just right of centre. And this to further hammer home the Cats' advantage in the Paddy Carr Cup.
I love this kid, but this could go anywhere.
Goodwin, number 9 for Lara. On his way, starts at left, and that is where it stays. Through for a behind, and the margin is 36. 6-10-46, 11-47. In fact, Lara, North Shore 1-5-11 in this second quarter, thanks to Warralilly, live in Geelong's most awarded community. You can find out how by checking out warralilly.com.au. They have 30 kilometres of hike and bike trails, all connecting the community at Warralilly.
So the ball comes back in towards Vickery on centre wing. Borchard from behind, slaps it down. Lara with the numbers at the back. Joes gets it out wide. Stone has to run away. His handball was good to Diagrella. Runs through half forward and some traffic. Gets it away quickly. There's Goodwin. That could go anywhere, and it has. Towards full forward, but North Shore with the numbers back there. And he's going to be able to settle down the play. The ball from Stonehouse. Missed the target, but they've got the numbers there. Perry works it away. And the Shoreys give it to Vickery. At centre half back, tries to measure the pass in the middle. It's going to be chopped off as well. Oh, North Shore had the number. Where's Purcell?
Did not go the ball at all.
No, went the player who gets up anyway. And now the ball's still in dispute across the outside on centre wing. And Dixon lays a tackle.
You would argue, Harry Purcell would argue he's creating a path.
He could. That's what I'd be saying at the tribunal.
That won't be going there.
No, that won't be, but that's what I'd be saying.
So, Borchard, Vickery gets it down. Nice little slap down. Goodwin's there, though. Gets it around the corner. Oh, slips catch. We'll pay that.
Kane Ettridge.
Yeah, Kane Ettridge goes short inboard and finds Taywin Robertson, who goes long towards goal, and he's missed as well. So peppering at the moment. He's 1 goal, 1 for Taywin. 6-13-49.
So the more inside 50s they're having in time in forward half, they tend to fold back the forwards on Mitch Day. Mitch Day had nowhere to lead then and could only call it long. So Mitch is going to have to be real vocal to make sure that the forwards hold their structure and play up the ground a little bit further.
In the expert chair for Wilson's Real Estate, Matt Kershaw, Lara and North Shore Premiership player. He's with us in season 2021 on our GFL coverage. Cleary takes off towards the outer side of Bisanella Oval as clouds start to hover. Looks out there for Vickery. He'll get a free kick for a hold against Borchard for the Seagulls. It's Vickery, who's been giving plenty this afternoon. Of course, hurt by Liam McKenna's red card in the opening quarter. He'd had plenty of the footy on the TAC stats tracker. He goes short to Walmsley. Walmsley, nobody standing the mark, takes off, gets himself to the centre wicket table and drives it long. Centre half forward, Miljevic, front position, took the mark, nice grab. And we'll have a shot at goal, a chance to kick the Seagulls second.
Colourful language coming off the ground, Jason.
Yes.
Get when you're close to a box, I suppose.
I think Stonehouse wasn't too happy
He was
with
not,
an
was
effort that he had down there before with a kick, I think. So
Miljevic got good position on Casey Young
Good hands.
and took a nice mark. He's threatened to take a couple in this second term.
Well, he's their only target, Kingy, down there, to be quite honest.
Needs some reward for effort. From 40 metres out, driving kick, and he's tugged it to the left in looking for some distance, and the margin is, again, 36 points. They're 1-6-12 North Shore. Lara, a 6-12-48 in this second quarter, thanks to Warralilly, that's ticked over 23 and a half minutes.
So from full-back, Sam Purdy plays on, goes to the outer side, centre wing, punched away from behind. North Shore do nicely to keep it in there. Can they keep it actually in the field of play? Darcy Webber was there. He can't keep it in, and we'll have a boundary throw in. Left forward pocket, railway end of the ground for North Shore, into attack.
Chase, it's just got that feeling down here at ground level that the heavens might be just about to open. It's dropped a few degrees and the wind has picked up nicely down here.
Get your K-Rock umbrella down there, Buzz. I think you might need it
Wish I had
shortly.
one, Jason. It's in his golf bag.
Let's talk to management. Handball's away. North Shore try and keep it in there, but Lara can break free. Was Bailey Ettridge who got it back towards centre wing. Oh, it might sit nicely.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, beautiful at the back. And running free is Bailey Cockerell, and it's going to sit for him in the goal square by himself, and he runs in and kicks the goal. So his first of the afternoon. They're certainly sharing the goal scoring around, and just got them on the outback. Just exactly what you said before, Kirsch, about out the back. North Shore pushed up, and Lara was able to finish off with a Bailey Cockerell goal. So
If you're going to press up the ground, you really can't be beaten out the back. And any contest one-on-ones, they got beaten in a one-on-one out the back there. And then obviously, forwards always run harder when the ball's in their area. So it was an easy ball really out the back.
Paddy Cleary got a bugger of a bounce too.
He did. Look, he did attack it, and the runner's going to go out to him and say, you keep doing that, you keep attacking the ball, come off Mitch Day and attack the ball as much as you can. That ball was very unpredictable when it bounces on its end.
We've got a free kick in the centre square. It's going to go to Davenport, who's in that Wombat Gully Plant Farm matchup with Galen Minari, and Davenport currently on the ball. He drives it long. Miljevic's going to have to fly from behind. He got to the front position and he took it. No, he didn't. Couldn't complete it. Then he had to try and lay a tackle as Lara tried to clear Webber with a left foot snap on debut. We got told he was a bit of a goal sneak, but he wasn't able to jag one there. He's put that one out of bounds on the full in the left forward pocket at the railway end. Miljevic's showing something as a marking target. He's getting to the ball. He's taken one and flown for others, and Purdy has the free kick for Lara. Right back pocket. We'll send it past the scoreboard that shows Lara leading by 42 points in the Paddy Carr Cup. Sends it long, looking out there for Borchard. Vickery front position, couldn't mark. Kane Ettridge turned it over. Dumped in a tackle was Wilson. Haven't caught a lot of him this afternoon. Cats at right half back. Good one. Good tackle, Webber. Should win a free kick for holding the ball. Will do. He's a bit of a spark, they said, in the North Shore camp, and he's proving to be so.
He handballs it away quickly, and they go inside 50. Big pack there. Young from behind. Big thump away. Borchard at the front doing the roving work, the big ruckman. They get it away. Jose goes in front of the scoreboard. Out wide. Day's got 3 on him there.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. And North Shore again going to be able to turn the ball back over and come back towards half forward. Bell Chambers plays on quickly.
Vickery on his own.
Goes long now. Yes, it was past him now and going up. Well, a couple of Lara players, they worked against each other in the end. Robertson gets back there, close to the goal line. Can they see it through? They will. No, I think it's going to be over the shoulder, actually. And Max Cossett was, who maybe got a free kick, I think. Yes. So, and wants to get the footy back. Harry Purcell was making sure he was putting a bow on it for him.
Took all of his 2 minutes to give it back.
Cost now from the last line of defence for Lara.
Kicks an absolute mongrel helicopter, but the spoil came from Jordan Stone just to knock it forward into the path of Diagrella. He'll not take control of the footy. In fact, it's now in the hands of, is that for North Shore with the footy? It's Trent Archer, it is. The former Geelong West GDFL giant. Vickery and Borchard. It's going to be a free kick for a hold against Borchard. He just wrapped his arms around Vickery, gives a handball off to Archer. Archer just has to prop and cop and then kick into the right forward pocket. Lever couldn't complete the mark. Roving at the front, Dixon. Handball, Davenport. Davenport was not much daylight. It might have been touched off the boot. No, it hasn't been.
Right on the siren.
And right on the siren, we've got a goal. A Lammy's Tavern goal of the day contender comes from Jason Davenport right before the bell. That was a nice finish from Davenport. He didn't have much daylight to work from, but of course you'd expect nothing less from the Star Seagull. And he kicks their second, and they get to back within 36 points at the half-time break. 2-6. Thanks to Metricon, Geelong's local builder for over 21 years. Here's Jason Doherty.
Thanks, Tom King. And Tyron Vickery goes up in the middle to start the third term by himself to get it down. Bale Chambers is in there as well for North Shore. Tries to pick it up, gets wrapped up. He's still over the top of it. He's held on to it a long time. The umpire will come in and ball it up.
Davenport starting in the middle on this one.
Yep. With Bell Chambers, who had a pretty good first half. Vickery trying hard. 7-12-54 Lara, North Shore 2-5-17. Pretty cloudy and dark here too at Bisanella Oval at the moment. Ball comes out quickly from Minari. Now going the other way, Harmer for North Shore. They get it along around the corner by Davenport. Inside 50. Pack develops. The umpire says... No, says holding the ball, does he? Yes, he does. And Trent Archer is going to take the free kick, and Sam Purdy cannot believe it as he gets up and looks at the umpire in despair. And it will be a free kick to Trent Archer, who will shoot for goal from 30 out directly in front at the Matt Kershaw end of the ground and set shots, Matt.
It's caused some problems, Jason.
Has
He's in the
caused
same
some
area.
problems, especially for Lara. So let's see if North Shore can do it a bit better.
Buck the trend.
Your other team. Let's see if they go okay. Here he comes, Trent Archer. Right foot, the lights are on as we talk about that, and he has made no mistakes. So a great start for North Shore in this third term. Trent Archer kicks his first and the third for North Shore. They go to 3-5-23. Trail Lara 7-12-54. A minute and a half played, total tools, time clock. And the lights are on here at Bisanella.
Geez, they're good lights too, Jace. It's made an immediate difference.
It did, didn't it? You can see them come straight on and bang. It was. We have light. Thank goodness.
We have some wind as well, so
Yes.
that's not a bad goal into the breeze there for the Seagulls. How long can they keep the Cats at bay in this third quarter? Vickery and Borchard. Vickery winning the tap down. Davenport hitting it with pace but couldn't take it. Dixon dumped in a tackle. That's a good tackle too. That might be holding the ball as Goodwin brought him to ground. And he couldn't release, and Goodwin with the free kick. Sets it, looking for a marking option. Ettridge had it knocked away, back of the pack. O'Meara ready to pounce. O'Meara snaps it around his body to the goal square. Runs through 2, 3, 4, and Cockrell, standing last man, has dribbled it through on the goal line. A quick reply for the Cats, not what the Seagulls wanted. And the margin back out to what it was at half-time at 37 points. It was just the old...
That was junior footy stuff.
The old pinball.
Get it in there.
The old multi-ball going on there. It went through 3 or 4 sets of legs, and Bailey Cockrell just at the back said, "Thank you very much."
4 deflections, 3 right turns, a left.
And he kicks his second. And once again, 37 points is the margin. 8-12-60 Lara, North Shore 3-5-23 in this third quarter, thanks to Metricon.
Vickery got it down to Lever. He's wrapped up straight away, not going anywhere. The umpire will come in, secondary bounce in the middle. So, Vickery from the same side now as Borchard gets it down. Joe's, and in fact it's Green, wrapped up by Lever straight away. Umpire says held to him.
So is that much different to the Nick Dixon one, Kirsch?
No, I didn't think it was. Different umpire, that's the only difference.
Noah Lever thought it was his free kick too. Gives it back to the umpire. Vickery gets it down. Green through the middle, goes towards half forward. Purcell gets back there first. Got some support. Handball from Davenport. The no look was okay. Oh, Bell Chambers with a bit of candy, like it. Handball. Oh, Perry just fell over at the wrong time. Needs to get it out. He threw it out in the end. Coming back, Minari gets it away quickly. Good tackle. Harmer still on centre wing. Green got it away by hand. They go through traffic now. And they through Joes, goes inside 50. Hayes traps it, does he? Tries to for North Shore across half-back. He does. He handballs it away to Nick Dixon, and they might be out of trouble now, and they go through Cleary.
Cleary provided some run from behind. His kick to the wing asked a lot of Webber, but he did okay. Young Webber kept the ball in front of him. Now he's got trouble as he lays a tackle on Stone, brings him to ground, and we will get a ball up at left half forward.
So mismatch deep here if Cleary doesn't get back. but he does.
Umpire tosses it up. Vickery, palm down. Tried to find Dixon. Handball out of the pack, Goodwin. The kick smothered off Goodwin out of the pack towards Webber. It falls. He'll drive a kick towards half forward for the Seagulls. Rolling ball. It'll elude Wilson. Back there, Weagle. Shaw composed. Now a neat little right foot kick onto the bounce. It's taken by Mackay in traffic. Handball missed Joe. Bell Chambers head over it. Couldn't get his hands on it. Tried to just keep it in with his feet. Jose ended up reefing it away. He gave a handball off to Jewel. Jewel a high kick towards centre half forward to a one-on-one. Grella front position. Well played, Ding. Handball off. Purcell, Dixon, back to Harry Purcell, and Purcell now kicks for North Shore towards left half forward.
They do nicely. They get it out wide. Davenport takes the mark. Left half forward flank. Still 60 from goal. Weagle just getting back there to fill the hole, fill the space for Lara. And, well, he's got mates there too to help him out. McKay's one of them.
Is that the worst kick of Jason Davenport's career?
It was similar to the goal.
Yes.
The way it come off.
So McKay in the back pocket, chips the ball over the top to Weagle, who takes the mark.
A little less pressure, granted.
In line with the ball.
Davenport stands the mark. He goes along the line. No mark taken. Off hands. North Shore come back in. Harmer, handball over the top. Wormsley's handball's chopped off. Borchard just put it out in front. Now, Cleary got another bad bounce. He's had a bad afternoon of bad bounces. Ettridge, handball inboard. Centre task for Stone. And he is wrapped up. Not going anywhere. Ball up between wing and half forward. Lara into attack. They're 8-12-60. North Shore 3-5-23. 6 played, third term. And that is on the Total Tools time clock.
Petricon, third quarter. Vickery won the tap down. Goodwin trying to burst his way through Deng's tackle. Quick snap around the body into the right forward pocket. Bouncing ball. Cleary happy to see it out of bounds. Metricon are looking for skilled tradies to join their local team. Call 1300 Metricon to inquire today. Andrew throwing right forward pocket. Keeping an eye on those Wombat Gully Plant Farm matchups. Matt Kershaw doing that this afternoon. Matchup right now is Day and Vickery. Vickery got rid of Day, and the quick kick only landed with Jose. It hasn't been called as going 15, so Jose had to shrug off the tackle of Harmer. Gave a handball to Aaron Stone for the Cats. Stone to Day. Day worked off it by Cleary. He was called to play on, so he kicked it up the chimney. Minari and Kane Ettridge looked at each other. Neither completed the mark. Kane Ettridge went to go again. He was dumped without the ball. Umpire said play on. Davenport took the spillage. Kick on his left boot, looking for a teammate. Kicked it over the head of Deng. Borchard tracking it back. He's like a turtle in peanut butter trying to pick up that footy. And now the kick to half forward. It was Mackay finds Aaron Stone.
Stone now wheels on the left, goes long, open, goal square, goes back, and kicks the goal!
That's a good
there
goal.
You go, Aaron Stone. And that is the Lammy's Tavern goal of the day. Don't you worry about that. Aaron Stone, 55 out, left foot with the breeze, and he has kicked his first of the afternoon.
Knowing Aaron, that'll be 70 tonight.
70 tonight
after
and
a few
80
beers.
tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly right.
So Aaron Stone kicks his first, and for Lara, their ninth. 9-12-66. They lead North Shore 3-5-23. 7.5 played third term thanks to Metricon.
Don't worry about the set shots, Jace. Let's just kick him on the run, and there's no pressure there, is there?
It's good.
That's good.
So a bit more accurate in front of goal, 2 straight in this third quarter thanks to Metricon. Borchard in the middle winning the tap down, but the roving done there by Wormsley. Handball to Vickery. Vickery a quick release, stolen by Green coming off half back, lost it in the tackle. Should be a free kick coming to Vickery. I like how he's willing to get down and dirty, Ty Vickery.
Yep. Second effort's really good.
He bangs it long inside forward 50 for North Shore, looking for Deng, but standing tall is Weagle. That should be a 50-metre penalty against Miljevic, but it's not, as he knocked it from the grasp of Dan Weagle. Settled in nicely back into the Lara defence after a season at Anarchy. Sends it wide looking for Jose, who's got it at half-back for the Cats. Jose comes inboard on that 45-degree kick. Weagle had to stretch and had to be good over Geordie Molden, and he was. He goes to ground, and as he sits on his backside, he thought about handballing. Now he feigns to handball again. Now he's called to play on, and now he comes to our broadcast wing, and O'Meara has stretched and marked. Connor O'Meara on the Falcons list. Kicked a couple of goals when these two teams last met in round 15 2019. Not much of him, a high ball. He wants Day. Vickery in best position. There, 2 players went to ground, and one of those was the man in front, Stonehouse, and he's won himself a free kick, 40 from his defensive goal for North Shore.
He's going to go back, works it to the back pocket. Hayes draws a player, handballs over the top to Cleary, back to Hayes. Needs to get through some traffic. Draws the ball. No good, really. Lara, close to the boundary line. Cockrell works his way around back towards Day, who's open. And we'll have a set shot for goal. And Nick Stonehouse looks around and goes, why wasn't the biggest bloke on the ground covered by somebody?
It's a simple theory, Jace. Yeah. You don't turn the ball over in the dangerous part of the ground, and you won't have that on the
Happen
flip
to
side.
you.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
They turned it over twice then by just poor foot skills. And, of course, the forwards are going to be unmanned because they haven't manned up in the first place.
So Mitch Day, 25 out, slight angle. He's kicked 2 this afternoon. Is for Lara's 10th. He comes in, leans back. Goal umpire does not move. So third of the afternoon for the big fella. Mitch Day, 10-12-72, Lara. And they lead North Shore 3-5-23. And that is on... Well, that is in the third quarter, thanks to Metricon, Geelong's local builder for over 21 years. Here's Matt Kershaw for Wilson's Real Estate.
I know we just touched on it then, Jace, but look, you've got to be real sure coming out that back half. And North Shore, they looked nervous. They actually switched the play back 30 metres into the back pocket anyway, and then tried to come out on that outer wing. I think if you're going to switch the play, you've got to go immediately and keep coming around that side and hit your targets. You turn the ball over, you're out of play. So just Skiller is really costing North Shore in their back half at the moment.
Metricon's new reverse living display home now open at Kerr Lewis. We're back in the middle. Davenport was just on the bench. He's gone into the middle. He was dumped in the tackle, and he might be a little bit sore, Jason Davenport. He's been slow to get up. Borchard brought him to ground. He's helped up by his teammates, one of those Bell Chambers, the other Vickery, and he gets to his feet, and we've got a secondary ball up. Borchard winning the tap down. Ball spills into space. Diagrella ran onto it nicely. Then he kicks high. Inside forward 50. One-on-one. Ettridge is there. It clears him. Stonehouse will track it into the pocket. Day will be there with Cleary. Day tied on the boundary line. As he swung the ball onto his boot, he swung the ball out of bounds, and we'll get a boundary throw in the right forward pocket at the railway end in this third quarter. Thanks to Metricon. 11 minutes gone. It's Lara leading by 49-72, playing 23. Ball back into play. Front position, Day. Won the tap. Vickery then the secondary tap into the path of Bailey Ettridge. He'll track it to the boundary line again, and we'll get another boundary throw in. So it's just not happening for North Shore at the moment. Lara kicking with the assistance of the breeze as we go to Buzz Conway down boundary side. It looks like the rain might have skirted. It looks like it's falling on the Yuyangs, but not on us.
Yeah, thankfully, King, it looks like there is plenty over there too. The wind has definitely picked up, still heading towards that railway end.
The ball back into play, deep into Lara's attack. Getting back there quickly was Cleary. They bring the ball free to Dixon, who takes the mark in between the back pocket and the half-back flank. Just holds up the play. Not much to kick to. Lara have done nicely behind the footy there. So they wants to switch the ball back. They go to Stonehouse right in the back, full back position. Now he goes to Hayes. So they've gone on the fat side, North Shore. They've done nicely. Cleary at half-back. Out wide. They just keep it in, do they? Harmer just. And Finney. 50-metre penalty.
Which is a big penalty on Bisanella Oval.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, that's why they don't pay a full 50.
Yes, they only give you 40.
Yeah.
So now it comes down, the lead's on, and it's a good lead too. And taking the mark there is Purcell, Geordie Purcell. And he'll have a set shot for goal from about 45 out. And the set shots haven't been too crash on at the Matt Kershaw end today, but let's see how he goes. Hasn't troubled the scorers yet. Middle stage of the third term. Comes in. 45 out, right foot kick. He has missed everything.
It's really causing them some trouble.
Everything.
Doesn't it?
Out of bounds on the full free kick. It's going to come back to Weagle in the last line of defence for Lara. They're 10-12-72. They lead North Shore 3-5-23-13 played third term.
Third quarter, thanks to Metricon, who are looking for skilled tradies to join their local team. Call 1300 Metricon to inquire today. Kick towards half-back. He's going to fall into the hands of O'Meara. Handball off to Koss. Koss kicks towards half-forward. Day, front position. Good pressure from Stonehouse. Forced to spillage of the ball. Purcell overran it. It'll come back towards Harry Purcell as it's knocked towards the boundary line, and we'll get a boundary throw-in. In fact, is it going to be a deliberate out of bounds? No. Umpire says, few umpire says to boundary, just toss it back into play. Thank you. Just forward of the wing, outer side of Bisanella Oval. Lara in the box seat to retain the Paddy Carr Cup. Vickery to do the ruck work against Driscoll. Driscoll and Vickery. It's allowed to bounce, and then Vickery took the loose foot. He gave it to Dixon, who was wrapped up at the same time as he took it by Green. And we will get a ball up just forward of the wing. Once again, outer side of the ground, not going anywhere. Driscoll front position. Vickery from behind. Vickery off the ground, bought some territory, but the quick clearing kick from Goodwin. Inside forward, 50 coming out but not marking. It was a good effort there by Stonehouse with his head over the footy. He knocked into the path of Purcell. Should be a free kick to Tregenza, not paid. Cockrell, quick handball. Purcell slung in the tackle by Diagrella and dumped, and that's holding the ball. I think he tried to take it on Harry Purcell, Kirsch.
Yep, he did.
So that's a good decision. You take on the tackler. He backed himself to burst out of the Isaac Diagrella tackle, and he didn't. And he's got the free kick, Diagrella. He's about 30 metres out, make it 25, directly in front, and a chance to kick the Cats' 11th of the contest. Hasn't kicked one this afternoon, but coming off 3 goals last week against Leopold. Chance for his 4th of the season, and he kicks the goal. Margin now 55, and she's all over midway through the third quarter, unfortunately. Lara 10-12-72. North Shore a 3-5-23 this third quarter, thanks to Metricon. Their new reverse living display home now open at Curlewis.
Yeah, every time the ball's going in their forward half at the moment, it looks like something's going to happen, doesn't it? So I think the queue may be in the rack soon for the North Shore boys.
But you really don't want this to blow out down to 100 points.
But you can see it happening. That's 23 scoring shots to 8 at the moment, and every time, like I mentioned, goes in their forward half, they're generating something, or at least a shot on, or they're up and about. There's a lot of energy down there at the moment.
Deng having a run on the ruck. Driscoll gets it down nicely. I can't take it away though. Lara pushing the back, said the umpire. Nick Dixon's going to take the free kick, co-coach of the North Shore Footy Club. Back into the centre square. Wants to play on. Goes on the right foot, goes out wide. Looking for Dang, goes back. Oh, good mark. Plucks it. Does nicely. In fact, it's Perry. It does nice. Mohammed Perry takes the mark at right half forward. Called to play on now. Does so. Oh, wobbly kick. Goes inside 50. Scramble now. Ball comes back out. Stone went up. Couldn't take the mark. Kick around the corner from Webber. Pushes across the face of goal. Might be okay. It is. And Vickery having a bit of a rest up forward has taken the mark and will shoot for goal from 10 out slight angle.
Well, he's not getting any smaller, Vickery, around the ground, and I think he didn't quick enough. Obviously, he's going to cause some trouble down there. Are they going to generate enough inside 50s, though, to get back in this contest? Probably not.
So, Vickery coming in 10 out from goal.
First goal, Kingy.
Will be, and is. So, it's his first on the board. And the 4th for North Shore, 4-5-29. And they trail Lara 11-12-78. And that's in the third quarter, thanks to Metricon, Geelong's local builder for over 21 years. Here's Matt Kershaw on the Wilson's Real Estate Experts Chair.
Well, it was a little bit better play by Foot on North Shore's behalf then, and good hands by Perry, which was probably the difference. Got the ball. It's a shocking kick coming into the forward half, but, you know, sometimes that chaos ball can cause a little bit of drama, and the quick kick, maybe a shot on goal, maybe not. Vickery too big, too strong.
Driscoll winning the tap down, but the roving done by Davenport. Kicks on his non-preferred left. It's a shank towards Tregenza on the near side wing. Well done, Deng. Clean hands. Gave it to Purcell. Harry's kicked towards right half forward for North Shore. Molden couldn't take it cleanly, but he deflected it into the path of a teammate. Might have been Wormsley or it was Harmer. He got a handball forward. Geordie Purcell with an interesting tackle technique, but he lays the tackle on Jewell inside the forward pocket. He gets a stoppage and a ball up. Deng quickly wants to get that ball in the air and win the tap out. Minari miss-hit the handball for O'Meara. Head over the footy, Wormsley. Deng will come again. He'll be beaten to it by Aaron Stone. Dragged down as he kicked. He got the kick away towards left half forward. Rolling ball taken by Jose. Good tackle laid, bringing him to ground by Bell Chambers, who wins himself a free kick. He just submitted in the tackle.
He did.
By Dylan Jose. No attempt to get rid of it, and that's why it should be paid. And Bell Chambers can concede some ground to Lockie Hayes, and they might try and look to open up our broadcast side, Jason.
They certainly do, and they come well past Pat Cleary. Can he keep it in, though? That's the problem. It's running towards the boundary line, and he does. And I don't think he did, but he does.
Well out.
And then he kicks it out about on the full anyway, so it didn't matter. So it's going to come back one way or the other. They're just going 40 metres, and the ball comes back to O'Meara quickly. He handballs over the top and keeps going to Diagrella now. 45 out, right foot kick, and he has kicked her. Oh, nearly a goal. Right on the goal line. It was punched through for one behind.
Probably a bit of cramp for Isaac too for St John of God.
Buzz. Bit of running.
He's covering a bit of ground, Isaac.
It was a good collision with the goalpost too.
Yes, it was.
Bailey Cockrell and Stonehouse. I reckon Stonehouse might be just just doing some counting.
What's this bloke walking on the ground?
Hayes goes wide, and the mark taken there.
He's the trainer.
No, he's not.
I'm not sure. Not sure where Kirsch is at the moment, but quick chance for.
Now he's got his trainer's top on, Kingy.
Yeah, right. Okay, here we are at half forward. For North Shore, Webber tried to fire it to Molden. Molden shrugged off the tackle of Koss. Quick snap across the face of goal. Bouncing ball into the left forward pocket. Miljevic and Purdy will see it out of bounds. Boundary throw. We also got a dog on the field as well, just down near Buzz Conway. So great to be at Bisanella Oval on a Saturday afternoon.
Matt Kershaw lives here for a reason.
Just waiting for a goat to come across or something.
Things happen in Lara. Sorry about that.
Left forward pocket, boundary throw and Vickery front position, winning the tap down, trying to burst his way through but leaving the footy behind. Might have been Taywin Robertson. He actually found the footy, bounced to his feet and then lost it in a tackle. And that was a good tackle too, Vickery. Gee, he's happy to get down and dirty, Ty Vickery, and that will endear him to his new teammates. I think he's already won them over very quickly with his performance last week, but once again, he's standing tall, taller than the 200-odd centimetres that he is, as he has an influence on this North Shore group and a chance to kick his second and bring the margin back to 50 points. Third quarter, thanks to Metricon, Geelong's local builder for over 21 years. We're into time on, and Ty Vickery, a chance at his second. He'll kick from about 35, maybe 40, left of centre, getting plenty of advice from the Lara faithful. He hits it right, he pulls it back, and he might have pulled it too far. He has. He's missed to the left-hand side and through for a behind. And the margin is 55 now after that minor score. 3-6-24. Lara, 11-13-79. We've got 21 minutes on the Total Tools time clock.
Weagle kicked it into Borchard, couldn't take the mark. Handball from Purcell, missed the target, which was Trickenza, and he ran out of bounds with the footy. So we are just forward of the centre wing. North Shore into attack, Matt Kershaw into the ground. And Borchard will do the ruck work against Deng. Gets to the front, Borchard. Walmsley's there, handball, Purcell running past, gives him the ball. He goes long to Vickery again. He doesn't have to worry about it this time because he's got a teammate who came in front and has taken the mark.
Might be Miljevic again.
It's Miljevic who's taken a couple of grabs in the second term. He's taken another one here and will shoot for goal from about 30 at 45-degree angle.
The last couple of minutes, North Shore's work rate around the stoppages has increased, and it's actually forced Lara into some unforced errors. So their work in those stoppages the last couple have been really good by North Shore.
So Miljevic will come in, 30 out, and has kicked a Stephen Kernahan wobbler that has worked through beautifully for a goal. So Miljevic has his first of the afternoon and the fourth for North Shore, and Buzz is down on the boundary line with Jason Davenport.
Yeah, I got Jace alongside. We'll just pinch him here quickly. Jace, what are you thinking, mate? Does that give you any semblance of hope at all?
Oh, absolutely. It gives us life. We're right in the contest. I think the opportunities at the moment, we're starting now to get better looks inside 50, deeper entries. Got a good, dangerous forward line that's on the move now. We've just got to get a bit better balance around stoppages and keep presenting the forwards with an opportunity to compete.
Beautiful. Thanks for your time.
Jason Davenport down there with Buzz Conway. I love how Buzz Conway goes into whispering Ted Lowe around the billiards table when he does those sideline interviews. You're playing the Falcons, Jace, I think, next week in the grand final. I love that moustache that you're rocking too, Jace. It's very Lyndon Dunn. Perry goes wide to Hayes. Hayes has got it on the outer wing for North Shore. We're just amusing ourselves at the moment. Nice mark on the juggle by Walmsley. Handball over the top. Molden tight in the right forward pocket. Where's Vickery? Surely Vickery's got to get a free kick. Well, as you said, Kirsch, he's not going to get any shorter. And if they can get quick ball movement, it's going to make the Lara defence nervous.
How worried are they? They're grabbing onto him. They're holding him. They can't compete with him in the air. And like you said, if you get the ball in there quick, the defenders panic. They have to grab.
Is to bring it back to 43 points. Jace is optimistic, and we love that, but it's a long way home. But
a positive is, though, Kingy, they're getting themselves back into the contest. So from contest to contest, they're getting themselves back in it.
Oh, Vickery might have pulled that too far. Has he? No, he's kicked it. So he's got his second tie Vickery of the quarter, and he's second in the blue and gold. And he's kicked North Shore's fifth of the afternoon. They're 5-6-36. Lara are 11-13-79. And the margin is back to 43 points in this third quarter. Thanks to Metricon. Metricon Homes, new reverse living display home now open at Curlewis.
Just a couple of small wins, stoppages we mentioned. There's just turned the tide a little bit probably in the last 5 minutes and been all North Shore. They've had repeat inside forward 50s. They've got the tall timber down there. Don't muck around with it. Get in there nice and deep to him and he can do the rest.
Don't worry about the repeat entries. Has it got a little bit chilly at Bisanella Oval?
How's your jumper, all right? Yeah.
Oh, didn't you bring yours?
It's in the car.
Oh, back to the middle. Deng went up. Borchard got it down. Dixon, handball, missed the target. Green was in there. He got Josie and got a high tackle and should get a free kick for Lara. And right in the middle of Bisanella, he will go with a right foot kick long towards Day coming out on a lead. He goes up, he can't take the mark. Off the back of the pack, Bailey Cockrell got the kick away. Stone to run onto it, does nicely and turns around and kicks the goal. And Aaron Stone has kicked his second of the afternoon. Great reply from the home side there. 13-85 they lead. North Shore 6-6. 42 third quarter, thanks to Metricon, Geelong's local builder for over 21 years.
Well, that put an end to their little win by win. But look, Aaron Stone's class. He's always been a classy kid growing up, and he's a very good finisher around the goals.
You do all that hard work, though, to get consecutive goals, and then you just free kick in the middle, and it's just too easy.
And your shoulders just drop that little bit more.
Can't question the commitment and the endeavour from North Shore. Just the polish lacking at times.
Yep.
They'll get better. We know that. And they've got some quality. They are missing McKenna, as we know, was red carded in the opening term. If you've just joined us through KROC 955 and kroc.com.au, as well as the AFL Barwon Facebook live stream, there was an incident in the opening term that resulted in a red card for the star midfielder. And that's left them a rotation down. Umpire tosses it in the air. Deng and Borchard. Borchard, a lovely tap to hit Green on the move. Green drives it into the left forward pocket to a one-on-one. Oh, Hayes just outpointed Cockrell body-wise. Took it nicely, the former North Geelong player for North Shore, and he sends it wide, and Davenport has marked it right half back. That was a good piece of play from Lockie Hayes.
Certainly was.
So the ball now right half back for North Shore. They drive it long towards Deng, who goes out there, but guess who? Daniel Weagle doing a Josh Ovey impersonation at the moment. Gets it back inboard and takes the mark. So the Cats now. Goodwin goes back out wide. Green takes the mark. Just holding the play up right in front of the old scoreboard on centre wing on the outer side. Called to play on now. Goes along the line. Long kick. Number of North Shore players over the back. Oh, that's a good mark. Oh, gee, I thought that was a mark. No mark paid. The ball still in dispute. That was Salah who was there, and he turns around in bewilderment why he wasn't paid the mark. Yeah. And it will be a ball up right in front of the new scoreboard now. 12-13-85, Lara. It reads North Shore 6-6-42, close to siren time for three-quarter time. Here's Tom King.
Davenport having to do the ruck work against Borchard. He got it into the path of Dixon, was able to shrug off a tackle, but at the boundary line he stepped out of play, and we've got a boundary throw-in in the left forward pocket. The Metricon scoreboard showing a 43-point buffer for the Cats as we do approach three-quarter time here at Bisanella Oval. Rain has stayed away. Josh Conway thankful for that for Loco Sportswear. From the boundary throwing Goodwin at the back of the pack, threw it on the boot, wants Day, top of the square, went with the one hand, couldn't take the mark. Front of the pack, Lockie Hayes cleaning up for North Shore, happy to concede a behind, rushes it through and makes the margin 44. 86 playing 42, total tools time clock 27 and a half minutes, just about to tick over here at Bisanella Oval on KROC Football. Hope you're enjoying the call wherever you're listening.
Jason Davenport doing the ruck 1 minute and then kicking into the next. He does. Handball comes through the middle. They go through Bell Chambers. Nice kick towards Webber, who takes the mark. They're moving the ball quickly. North Shore on the outside. They've done nicely. They come back inboard. Purcell, right foot kick, long again. Vickery comes back over his head. Close to the boundary line, runs across. Ooh, that's a bit dangerous, was it? Throw in. Gee whiz, I tell you. I think that was Jewel who just took it over very nonchalantly across the boundary line, but it will be a boundary throw-in.
Didn't overly disguise it, Chase.
I'm just running it over, basically. Left forward pocket. North Shore into attack. Vickery in the ruck contest. Used the body. Gets the kick around the corner and kicks the goal. And there you go. That might be the Lambs Tavern goal of the day. Tyrone Vickery.
Tom Hawkins like out of the ruck.
Very much so. Took it out. Did nicely. He's kicked his third. And I think the third of this quarter too for Ty Vickery, and the seventh for North Shore. 7-6-48. Lara 12-14-86. And 28 and a half minutes played total tools time clock.
I'll give them one thing. It got out to 50-odd points before, didn't it? The score, I think it was well over 50, and they've got themselves back within
55.
Yeah, back within 6 goals. against the breeze. And as we said, that breeze has picked up. It does give them a little bit of an opportunity at three-quarter time to go, hey, let's kick the first couple in the second and the last quarter, and who knows what can happen in footy.
Back in the middle. They just don't want to concede one late
Exactly
here.
right.
Jose is going to run under the loose footy instead. He's tried to soccer it off the ground to O'Meara. Here's Perry getting a handball away. Chance for Bell Chambers. Kicks on his non-preferred left into space and says to Harmer, you need to run onto this. Had to work Robertson off the footy. Well played by Goodwin. Robertson went to ground and then got a handball away to Goodwin. Goodwin to Purdy. Purdy brought down by Deng. Well played. Dixon picked up the loose footy rather. Tried to get a handball off into space to Harmer. Harmer got a push in the back. It really should have been a free kick for a boy Deng.
It might have been the...
and 50. Wow. So Aaron Stone's been pinged for 50. So this will give the opportunity
I don't know if he
to...
can take it either, Kingy. Yeah, he's coming straight off. I think it's that strap knee that he's got. He knew it straight away.
That's not 50, by the way, boys. That's about 30.
No, he's still going. He's still going. He's still going. He's still going. And he's done this the right... Oh, he's grabbed at that right knee for St John of God, Buzz.
Yeah, no, he's right in front of me. He's hobbling. He's got plenty of tape on that right knee.
I'll tell you what, the coach was standing very close to get the kick for goal.
Dixon will start it right and try and bend it back. He swings out to the right and he's actually worked it back the other way and kicked it, and they're back to within 32 points.
Well, that done everything, that kick. It defied what was logical and what the breeze was doing and what a kick should do.
So Nick Dixon kicks the goal, and it's his first of the season, and it's come at a good time. So Harmer won himself the free kick. He had to come off the ground because he wasn't going to be able to kick, and Dixon was Johnny on the spot after the 50-metre penalty, and he's absolutely munged it through from about 35 metres. Probably not the best kick of his career. He's got a wry grin on his face as he walks past us. But you know what? Put it in the book. It's 6 points, and the margin is 32 on the third quarter Metricon scoreboard. Can they get one more?
Mitch Day in the ruck, yes, against Vickery, and he gets it out. Now Purcell runs into his teammate. Keith follows, he straight lines the ball. Now Goodwin breaks the tackle, right foot kick, long. 2-on-2 here. They don't want one late here, North Shore. Stonehouse at the back. Can they get it away? No, they can't. Kick around the corner. Cockerell. Ooh. No. Touched, was it?
Missed.
I missed. He did miss it. Oh, so Cockerell has kicked it behind. So
this game's got a little bit of life in it.
It has.
Chase.
12-15-87, Lara. North Shore 8-6-54. Very close to siren time.
Sorry, mate. They just need to be a bit composed here, North Shore. Just take their time, go down the line, wait for the siren.
And they are. Cleary goes down the line looking for Vickery. He gets no smaller, says Matt Kersher.
Day either, my
yes. He's about the only bloke bigger than him on the ground, Mitchie.
Correct.
Vickery at left half back now. Just wants to drive it long. Goes in that direction towards half forward. Weagle, he's had his name written on it all day as well. And he'll take the ball again at half back for Lara.
Broadcast side of the ground.
He's a Dylan Grimes type player, Weagle. Loves to come off his opponent and take those marks.
Sends a kick looking for Day. Seller puts himself in harm's way, but a double fist Mick Schultz style to knock it out of bounds, and we'll get a boundary throw in just forward of the wing favouring the Cats. Lara in attack leading by 33 points. 6 goals in this second quarter from North Shore to 5, so they've won the term, the Seagulls. Probably their best quarter of the season so far. Boundary throw in. Day and Vickery to do the ruck work. Day as the three-quarter time siren sounds. Jose was about to burst. He hit it at speed and he was in the clear. And that is three-quarter time. And we have still got a ball game. They'll kick with the breeze in the last quarter. Well, the Seagulls, they're able to kick 6 into the Zephyr. What can they do kicking with it? North Shore 8-6-50. Final quarter to get underway. We'll get to some scores for Leopold Sporties as soon as we can. But his final term, thanks to Abco Cafe 24/7. Here's Jason Doherty.
Deng in the ruck for North Shore and Dixon in the middle. Wrapped up straight away by Goodwin. Got a push in the back. No, umpire said he will come in and ball it up again. 33 points the difference. North Shore with the aid of the breeze. In the final term. Ball spills to Goodwin. Gets it towards half forward. Goes past about 3 players and he comes back and gets his own ball and follows it up. 55 out. Terrible kick. And Matt Kershaw looks at me and goes, see, anything can happen when Billy Goodwin kicks it.
He does everything right but kicking, Gilly.
Goes close to the boundary line and out of bounds for a throw in. About 20 around from the Lara goal.
The problem is he goes too quick. He runs too quick for his own legs.
He gets the speed wobbles.
He does.
All right, so boundary throw in. Here's Tom King.
Left forward pocket, town end. Day grabbed it out of the ruck after removing Deng. Quick snap has missed to the near side and through for Bay behind. And the margin is 34. And I've got that for Mitch Day is 3 goals, 3. You
correct.
Concur,
Well, I have too. Tom King.
6 marks, 3-3.
He's worked hard this afternoon. As Mitch Day, he always will. You know what you're going to get from Mitch. You're going to get an honest effort. He's got 13 goals for the year. It'll be 4 rounds, and if he was to come out of the season with 50-plus goals, would be a great result.
Yep.
Hayes with the kick-in duties. We'll bring it broadcast side. Vickery or Denger his targets. Vickery removes his smaller opponent in Mackay and takes the mark. He wasn't paid it, so now he's got to play on. He's confronted by Green. He kicks a high kick that might even hit the roof of the truck. Will it? No.
That was the cameraman Pete King. He just put the slipper through it. Out of mid-air.
It's a good result by him. Mackay with the free kick goes short and stretching and marking as Robertson. And
Vickery still arguing. Fair enough too.
he'll come in board for Jose, who got pressure from Webber and he hit the ground running, Jose.
And Jose goes forward to looking for Day, who goes up and grabs it. At centre forward, puts the big mitts up and goes, thanks very much. And that is mark number 7 for the afternoon.
And the mismatch. He was on 33. Who's that for? North?
Lockie Hayes.
Yeah,
Lockie
that was a
Hayes,
massive
yeah.
mismatch there. Looked how big he was when he jumped up in the air, and
He's
Hayes looked like a
massive.
midget.
So, Mitch Day, 3-3 this afternoon. This to get in front of the ledger. And a good start for Lara in this final term. At the Matt Kershaw end, he comes in
hasn't missed that.
and he has missed it.
Oh, yes.
So just faded away at the end. So 3-4 his personal tally this afternoon. 12-17-89 Lara, they lead North Shore. 8-6-54-2. Nearly 3 played final term, sorry. Thanks to Total Tools Time Clock.
Hayes short into the right back pocket to Harry Purcell, who drives a kick, wanting Vickery in a 3-on-1. He was having his arm held onto. He still took the mark anyway as Young was hanging onto his arm.
2 different things paid.
Vickery sends it long. What's he got? Miljevic from behind has to play spoiler on Purdy, knock it out of bounds, and we'll get a boundary throw in near where the 50 meets the boundary line. Right half forward for the Seagulls. If they could jag the first, puts some doubt into the mind of the Cats. Looks like the breeze, though, for South Point Garden Supplies might have just eased off a bit, Buzz.
Correct, King. He sure has.
Ball back into play. Front position, Borchard. Taps it down to Minari. Goodwin head over the ball. Has worked into the game nicely, but he's dumped it. A very good lever tackle. And we'll get a ball up. It's about 45, make it 50 from the North Shore goal as they kick to the railway end in this final quarter. Fapco Cafe 24-7.
Den goes up early. Dixon Rhodes nicely. Left foot kick, top of the square. Just sets it up. Archer out of the play there. And a free kick for a hold. Going to go to Vickery.
So they got nervous with that ball in
They
the
did,
air.
when
Then. They did. They
Dixon
grabbed
just put it to the hot spot, didn't he, with the kick?
It's a smart kick. I mean, Dixon's a smart player. But, you've got to have someone there. And Vickery, his work rate was really good then, Vickery, to get back behind the ball.
So Tyron Vickery, who kicked 3 in the third term, is for his 4th of the afternoon and the 9th for North Shore. He comes in, railway end. And he is 20 out, slide angle. And he has kicked the goal. So 4 to him this afternoon. And North Shore 9-6-60. They trail Lara 12-17-89. 4 minutes played, final term, 4th quarter, thanks to APCO Cafe 24-7. And the experts chair, here's Matt Kershaw.
Well, they were patient then, North Shore. They sort of, I tell you what, I do like their tenacity. They don't give in. They keep coming. They compete well. They deserve that goal the way they were playing that back half then.
Around the ground for Leopold Sportsman's Club in the GFL. There are 4 games underway, and it is South Barwon 71, Newtown 63, Grovedale 109 are going to beat Leopold 63, St Albans 36, Bell Park 80, Colac 97, Geelong West 49 as they go forward again. The Seagulls held without the footy was Archer. Loose ball picked up by Wilson. Wilson's got Vickery presenting. He goes over his head and back with the flight. Nice mark taken by Mackay. Vickery saying to Griffin Wilson, why didn't you hit me up? The kick wide is going to be marked by Lever. And he's a chance to have a shot here, Noah Lever. And this would bring it back to 23 points. The clearing kick did him no favours. Dylan Jose. And Lever, who's just come up a little bit lame, has a chance to kick his first.
Just winning a few vital 50-50s, aren't they, at the moment, North Shore? I'll tell you what, make it 23 points with 20-odd minutes to play would be, oh, yeah.
Only 5.5 minutes ticked over on the Total Tools time clock. Lever swings out, right boot, won't have the carry. Vickery's there, stretches, went through his hands. Back of the pack, quick snap out of that pack was Miljevic. And he has missed to the right through for a behind margin. He's 28. Having a crack here, the Seagulls in 9-7-61. Lara at 12-17-89 in this final term, thanks to APCO Cafe 24-7.
Dan Weagle at full back, goes to the outer side now, plays on. Draws a couple of players, nice kick. Just measures the pass. Marshall goes in for Goodwin. In fact, it was Joes who goes to Goodwin. Now he goes, cuts off a bit to Robertson. He can't take the mark. He handballed it back to Goodwin. Gave it away quickly to Weagle. Now they get it out towards Mackay. From half back towards half forward. Good kick. Well, Mackay can't stay in though. And it will be out of bounds. And Cockrell couldn't keep that in. So left half forward. Lara into attack. 6.5 played. Final term. 27 the difference. Boundary throw in. Borchard and Deng. Vickery still playing forward for the Shoreys. Deng goes up early. Borchard takes it out of the ruck contest. Tumbles the punt in towards the left forward pocket. And Perry sees Cockrell over. We'll have a boundary throw in.
We're going to go down very shortly. I think we're going to have a chat with Jason Davenport. Buzz will let us know when he's available.
Yeah, I'll just go to him now quickly. Kingy, Jace, can you do it?
Oh, of course we can, yeah. Momentum's on our side. The clock is ticking, but I think there's plenty of time with this breeze. If we can hold structure and get the ball forward, we're giving ourselves a good chance.
All the best.
Oh, wonderful hit on the footy by Lever. Gave a handball to Dixon. It goes back to Lever, but he missed him. And O'Meara picked up the loose footy. He's kicked, though. There's all the mark dropped there by Perry. Cockrell, Johnny on the spot, dribbled it through. Couple of skill errors just hurt the Seagulls there. Dixon's handball back for Lever, missed him, and then Mohammed Perry dropped the absolute sitter off his chest. And Cockrell was able to dribble it through, kick the goal and stymie the momentum of the Seagulls. He kicks his third of the afternoon, Bailey Cockrell, and Lara's 13th, and the margin is 34. 13-17-95, playing 9-7-61 as we approach 8 minutes gone in this final term for APCO Cafe 24/7.
They were actually out there, North Shore. They were actually out. It was a great attack on the pill. The handball to Dixon, and Dixon coughed up the handball.
Davenport gets wrapped up from the contest. Falls to Tregenza, 50 out towards the top of the square, punched away. And coming back, Lara got the numbers. Good wrap up there. That came from Malden. And the umpire will come in and ball it up, top of the square, top of the goal square.
And Jace,
Shore. Yes, Buzz?
Jace Davenport just muttered off air too, just after he spoke to him. He said, that absolutely kills you. Straight after that goal.
Absolutely. So contest, Borchard gets it down nicely. Stone around the corner. That was Jordan. Close to the boundary line towards Aaron Stone. And he sees it over the line in front of the scoreboard, which shows Lara 13-17-95, North Shore 9-8-62. 9 played final term. Thanks to APCO Cafe 24/7.
Is it 9-8 or 9-7, Jace? I reckon they might have added an extra
Let
point.
me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You are always right. 9-7-61.
Chance now for Green to clear for the Cats, but he's put it onto the chest of Salah. Salah's about 65 from home. Sends a long ball. Where's Vickery? Not there. Miljevic is the man. Miljevic's the man. Gee, there was a push in the pack. Lara.
A lot of arguing.
Absolutely vehemently arguing with the umpire that there was a push. Miljevic maybe with a shove, but I reckon there might have been one at the front of the pack. Either way, it's by the by, and Miljevic a chance to pull the margin back within 5 goals as we approach 10 minutes gone. For his second of the afternoon, he just has to kick it. He lobs it onto the green and he kicks the goal. He kicks the 10th for the Seagulls. They're now 10-7-67. Lara, a 13-17-95 in this final quarter of K-Rock football, thanks to APCO Cafe 24/7. Here's Matt Kershaw in the expert chair for Wilson's Real Estate. Wilson's Real Estate, Geelong property, done properly.
I know that last goal kills you, but, you know, they had to get the next one, and they have, all right? Take that last one away and the little mistakes they've made. They are still in this contest. There's 20 minutes left in this game. I still think if they kick the next one, we're still game on. I'm not writing them off just yet.
Waiting for the footy to come back. It's on the railway line, I think.
Yep, it does go a long way at that end. Nothing in net wouldn't hurt.
Back now. So Vickery is going to be in the ruck contest against Borchard.
So one thing we do have in the GFL, on the varying grounds, you know, fast play kick-ins to slow play kick-ins with nets behind the goals. Some grounds do, some grounds don't.
Yep.
Different set plays for different grounds.
The middle. Vickery, hold, no, Shepherd said the umpire. Vickery's going, what are you talking about?
Wow.
And he said he gave him a bit of a nudge too, so Borchard will take the free kick. So Lara, taken from the centre, goes along with the kick towards Day. He's got 3 on him again. Front and centre, Robertson was good. Kick around the corner, open goal square. O'Meara comes back, takes a good mark, does he? Yes, he does, on the goal line. 2 grabber. Looked like he was going to drop the slips catch, and then he took it. He went,
he's
then he
dead.
played
Yeah.
on. Oh, the umpire said no. Calamity capers at the Matt Kershaw end. Don't worry about that.
He did go to play on,
He
didn't
did go and play on. Now
Yeah.
he's in the right forward pocket. Comes on the left foot, and he has kicked a behind. So his second behind of the afternoon.
There's been a bit going on at that end, hasn't there?
It's 13-18-96 Lara, North Shore 10-8-68, 11 and a half played. Total Tools time clock in this fourth quarter.
The best ground for wasting time in the district used to be St Leonard's, because if you put it into the lake,
Yes. What, you need like a big leaf?
there used to be a
leaf scooper to
boat.
get it out.
A local family had a boat, and they used to go out and retrieve the balls if they went over the net, and that used to be the visiting team's big thing. Let's see if we can kick the ball over the net and into the lake. We're at left half back, with Dixon putting it on the bounce to Davenport. Davenport, though, turned it over to O'Meara. O'Meara for the catch through the hands of Bailey Ettridge. Perry's back out on the ground. He tapped it towards the boundary line. Bailey Ettridge got cleaned up. Perry saw. He's lying prostrate on the ground. He now picks himself up. And we will get a ball up or a boundary thrown. What is it in that right forward pocket? It'll be a ball up. Time now, the enemy of the Seagulls. 12 minutes gone, final turn. They trail by 28. Handball out, Day stolen. Throwing it on the boot. Might have been Salah. A high kick to Geordie Purcell. Had to knock it away from Weagle. Front of the pack was Webber. Put his head over it. Purcell came again. Here's Archer. Chicken wing. Good tackle. That should be rewarded as holding the ball. If a play makes no effort to get rid of it and you're able to stop them from releasing it, pay the free kick.
Yeah, he was chicken wing, but
The ball up. Vickery goes up. Gets it down with the left hand. Rove nicely. Davenport. Got it back, Harmer. Back to Perry, back to Harmer. Works around the corner. Might be okay. Purcell, Harry takes the mark. Centre half back. Need to move it quickly now. Chips the ball. Tregenza takes it. Still back at the centre square. Oh, dangerous kick. Dixon takes it under pressure from Borchard. Plays on now. Drives it long inside 50. Miljevic got a couple on him. Punched away. Archer was there. Left it for his teammate Molden. Dragged it in. Umpire says play on. Archer puts the tackle on for North Shore. The umpire will come in and ball it up 30 out from the Shoreys goal.
positive ball movement by North Shore in their back half through the midfield.
Would need 5 goals. Deng to do the ruck work.
Ooh.
Climbed high on Borchard, then hit the ground without touching the ball. Cost took the loose ball. Dumped by Davenport. Trying to reef the ball out was Bell Chambers. He couldn't. And once again, a stoppage 25 metres out from the Seagulls goal.
I'll tell you what, if he got his timing right, he wouldn't lose a ruck tap out, this kid.
Deng goes again against Borchard. He went early again and it was allowed to hit the ground. Borchard took the loose ball, gave a handball to Green. Green banged it on the boot. True centre wing to a one-on-one. Cockrell just tried to work Stonehouse off the footy. It was allowed to bounce. Stonehouse tried to palm it to Wilson. In the end, Cockrell stole it. Handball back in ball. Green's been good this afternoon. He sends a kick towards half forward to a one-on-one. Cleary played it well, got front position on Bailey. Ettridge took the mark and quickly hit the ground running because he saw something at centre half back that he liked.
Oh, it was Harmer and he didn't take the mark and he should have taken the mark. He needs some support and he gets it. And can they break away? That's the thing. Pack develops in the middle and they can't. So Lara stopped that forward entry. Dixon was wrapped up.
Just those small things, isn't it, Jace?
Just a little skill error here and there. Yep, it's made the difference. Vickery gets it down with the left hand. Harmer leaves it behind. Dixon comes in, used the body nicely. Needs somebody to come and help him, though. Green, little toe poke kick. Didn't go too far. They followed it up and got it through. Goodwin inside 50 now. And coming out at pace, Day. Cleary right next to him. Tried to get rid of the handball. Numbers, Davenport got it back to Cleary. He chipped the ball. Perry takes it inside defensive 50. Got Lever short. Lever falls over at the crucial stage. Might be okay. Doesn't sit though for Tregenza. He's got to keep his feet as well. Now Lever tries to tap it on. Deng. He needs to probably kick it off the ground. He tried to tap it on. Lara with the numbers. If they can pick it up, they can. Goodwin. Under pressure though. Jose was there as well. North Shore fighting hard for it in there. Can they pick it up though? That's the thing. The Cats are there as well. It's a rugby scrum. It's like Samoa and Fiji here. Watch out. It's a rugby scrum.
No, Junior, they'd be cleaner though.
No, they would be cleaner. It's a ball up. Forward to the centre circle. North Shore into attack. Tom King's going to get a goal for us.
Come on, Tom.
Just forward to the centre circles favouring North Shore. Deng went early again. He jumped into Borchard. Borchard won the tap down. The kick of Green smothered by Tregenza. Goodwin copped a clip on the way through, and now he's been pinned for holding the ball. Umpire was blindsided, didn't see the high contact, and Tregenza wins the free kick. Handball off to Dixon. Dixon spins out of a Green tackle. A floating kick inside 50. Rolling ball attacked by by Webber, the debutant, though, left it behind. Aaron Stone was good. And there's going to be a free kick downfield. Aaron Stone might have copped a clip, and now advantage paid. Minari, O'Meara has got a paddock. He can go. He can have one bounce. It struggled to come back to him. The second one. Now he just pulls the kick nicely. Saw an option in Day, and Day to kill the contest. So a turnover across half back can kill you, and the free kick then created a bit of confusion. Lara had numbers out. O'Meara, well, youngsters sometimes be impetuous and have flying shots at goal, but instead Connor O'Meara, that'll be something Paul Corrigan will be happy to see as Falcons coach, and be happy to see him in that lineup in a couple of weeks' time. I'm sure Stoney probably doesn't want him being called up.
He's quite lively, isn't he?
Mitch Day for his fourth of the afternoon, and to see off the Seagulls, he's missed.
Same spot.
So across the face, that I've got the margin as 30. 13-19-97. The scoreboard here says 10-8-68. We believe it to be 10-7-67 in this final turn for APCO Cafe 24/7. Day, I think, with 3 goals, 5 for the afternoon. Gee, could have had a big one.
Hayes kicked it in, and they work it across half-back North Shore. Cleary was there. Now they go long, Davenport towards centre wing, Vickery. Miljevic goes up, can't take the mark. Mackay at the back, handball. Just got the target. Jordan Stone runs through centre wing, goes towards half forward, over the head of a couple. Free kick, said the umpire, push. And it will be a free kick to Lara, and Jason Davenport has
Very
just
animated.
about won a Logie, I reckon, for that beautiful performance in front of the umpire.
He was the non-officiating umpire
He
again, that
was.
one.
And Bailey Ettridge has got the ball 45 out, slide angle. We're going to have a nice look at it. And if anything, he'll miss left, because most of the others have missed left this afternoon at that end of the ground.
It is a big ask from there.
He pushes out towards the right behind post. He might be okay. So Bailey Ettridge, kick 1-2 this afternoon. He comes in. He runs that way. And, that is a mung of a kick. Oh, you are kidding me. The ball has fallen into the arms
Bailey
of Bailey Cockrell, right on the goal line. Lockie Hayes trying to push him around, but that's not going to make any difference because it's 2 metres out from
going
goal.
on down there?
Some sort of vortex.
Yeah. It's like the Bermuda Triangle down there.
As soon as that ball gets anywhere off the ground, it can
Inside
do
30
anything.
metres.
Yeah.
That's it. Cockrell comes in now, and he does a much better job of it this time. And that is 4, I think, for Bailey Cockrell this afternoon. So a good return from him. And they are 14-19, 103 now. Lara, they lead North Shore 10-7-67. And we, I think, have been playing about... We wait for the scoreboard because it takes a while for the goal.
19 minutes?
19 minutes, I think
Roughly?
it is. Yes, on the Total Tools time clock. In this fourth quarter, thanks to APCO Cafe 24/7, here's Matt Kershaw in the experts chair for Wilson's Real Estate.
It is all over. We thought there was a little bit of life back in the North Shore side there for a little bit, but Lara just doing the basics better. Just little things, and too many small mistakes from North Shore are killing them at the moment.
Had a crack.
Had a crack. They
Seagulls.
did. Indeed, they did.
Good to see Bailey Cockrell enjoying his footy. Of course, was going to spend 2020 with Barwon Heads before it was cancelled, and he came back to Lara. Driscoll doing the ruck work. We haven't seen a lot of Driscoll today. He's just been playing as that specialist backup ruckman to Borchard. Davenport was wrapped up in a tackle after taking the loose ball by Driscoll. And we'll get another ball up. Driscoll and Deng. Deng from behind might have got a piece of it. Tapped it down, but only into the path of a cat who is wrapped up. It's Minari. He's not coming out of that pack. And Galen Minari, great story. Rolled into town, take over as manager of the Lara in District Bendigo Community Bank branch. And it finds yourself playing with the Cats.
Perfect ball now on half forward for North Shore. They've worked nicely. Davenport's kick was smothered, falls into the and 50. So a throw was called, and then 50 for the kick after from Archer.
You can't be called for a throw if you just fumble a gather, can you?
He didn't even gather it. He actually was just hit his leg or arms and went up in the air.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So ball has come back to the middle of the ground now. Lara will take it. Once it comes back.
Does that only happen when you're on the bottom of the ladder, those decisions?
I don't know, but it's just, why get involved? That's my thing.
Koss gets it out wide. Robertson takes the mark for Lara at right half back. Mackay had to stand and wait against Deng. Did nicely in the end, actually, and goes along with the kick. Set up for Mitch to go up and take the mark. Mitch Day. And he'll have another set shot for goal from 40 out directly in front. He's kicked 3-5 this afternoon. See if he can bring the ledger back a little bit.
He's due.
He's the man with the vortex this afternoon. This
I
end,
think he started
unfortunately,
it,
bitch.
yeah.
Yeah, he started it, yeah. So we'll see how he goes this time. 40 out directly in front.
He's learned from past kicking mistakes at this end.
Yeah, we'll see how he goes.
Yep.
And he comes in. Right foot
Looks
kick.
much
That's
better.
much better. Although it's come back. He's just squeezed it in. Like there must be extra breeze up there or something. but
Or whether that goal umpire's just making it look
Making
worse
it
than
look-
what it is. But
So Mitch Day kicks his 4th of the afternoon, 15th for Lara there, 15-19-109. They lead North Shore 10-7-67. The fourth quarter thanks to Abco Cafe 24/7. And he's Matt Kershaw, Wilson's Real Estate. Wilson's Real Estate, Geelong property done properly.
the wind well and truly out of the sails off the North Shore side. They came, they have a go, but now I think you'll see a lot of junk time goals too. I think Lara will blow this away now.
Back in the middle. And Driscoll and Deng winning the tap down this time. Aaron Stone having a run on the ball. Chicken wing by Dixon, but lying on his back, got a kick away onto the chest of Harmer. It didn't go 15. I think Harmer was kidding himself if he thought it went 15. The kick that went to Jeremy Cameron last Friday night went further. Umpire tossed it up. Driscoll front position, grabbed it out of the ruck, positioned his body nicely, then kicked with the left boot. Inside forward 50, bouncing ball. Day to attack it. Try to get a handball away. Did to Jose. He's wrapped up by Perry. That's a good tackle by Perry. That's holding the ball. Well done, Mohammed Perry. Wins a free kick for North Shore, just inside defensive 50. Can tell you that the Saints have beaten the Suns. He gave a handball off to Dixon. Dixon was dumped as he kicked, and back with the flight, Robertson has taken the mark. He sends a kick back inside forward 50, diving in low, no mark taken by Walmsley. Oh, well done, Aaron Stone, got through some traffic. Handball wide, shot at goal coming, and missed to the right. No, kicked by Ettridge, I reckon it is. Might be Kane Ettridge kicking that one. And he's put it through for a goal for the Cats, and he kicks his first of the afternoon and first of the season. And they push the margin out to 48 points on this final quarter. Abco Cafe 24/7 scoreboard. Lara dominant in the end. They're going to run away with victory. They're 16-19, 115. North Shore a 10-7-67. And we've ticked over 23 and a quarter minutes on the Total Tools time clock.
A little system I had earlier before the game. The plus and minuses looks to be about on track with the 49 points I come up with.
Don't break your arm patting yourself on the back, Matthew.
I'll tell you what, there's a lot of
right over the last couple of weeks.
There's a lot of love in the expert's chair from the expert. Day puts his hand up off the back. Cockerell, can he make it 5? He misses and 3 for one
The
behind.
way it's going, it might be about 79.
4 goals, 2, Bailey Cockerell.
Actually, it probably could have been 79 with the goals they've missed.
So North Shore play on quickly from full back. Stonehouse gives it back to Hayes. Goes wide with the kick. Kicks it to Shane Stone on the boundary line. He unfortunately is the coach of Lara, and he was outside the boundary line. Oh, hang on a minute.
Good hands by the coach too. Clean as a whistle.
The coach is very disappointed that it's not a free kick, I think.
You might not give the ball back.
So boundary throw-in it's going to be. Left half forward for Lara. Vickery in front. Tapped it down towards the lever. And Green got one high. The umpire did see that. And we'll take the free kick. Bill Chambers not happy. Handballs it away quickly to Stone, who ran past. Left foot kick into the pocket. Day comes up, gets a hand to it. Cleary dropped the footy in it. Oh, good tackle. And is it held to him? Yes, it is, said the umpire. So it will be a free kick. A ball up.
The worst thing that happened for Lara there was that Bailey Ettridge came in and actually locked the ball in. Tapped down by Vickery, roving by Lever. Handball released to Cleary. Cleary gives it off to Bell Chambers. Bell Chambers for North Shore. Inside defensive 50 gets the hit-up lead from Davenport. Just outside defensive 50 as the sun breaks through here at Bisnella Oval. Kick into the path of Tregenza. Tregenza swings back onto his right boot. Sees something he likes at half forward. Wants Deng in a one-on-one. Purdy the spoil. Back of the pack. Weagle taken in a good tackle by Miljevic, who wins a free kick. That was well set up by the Seagulls. They got a contest inside 50. Now, Harmer is all alone screaming for it inside 50, about 35 from goal. He ignores that. And Miljevic's fancying himself here. He's gone back. He's gone back on the run-up that Michael Holding would be wrapped with. He's just forward of the wing as he starts his approach. Man on the mark stands outside 50. Miljevic gives it a good hit. Has he got the carry? Yes. The accuracy? No. He misses to the left to the railway end and through for a behind. And I've got Jacob Mildred for 2 goals, 3 this afternoon, all coming in this second half. They're 10-8-68 North Shore. Lara a 16-21-16. If you're seeing the scoreboard at the ground listening to us and wondering why we're a point behind, it's because I think the scoreboard's a point in front for APCO Cafe 24/7.
So Weagle.
I know who's right.
I'm glad the game's not close.
Yeah, correct.
Exactly. Weagle from fullback now. As the sun streams across Bisanella Oval too. You wouldn't have known it was pitch black at half time. Now his kick, terrible off the boot. Hayes can't take the mark. Falls to the back. Green runs past, does nicely, goes to an open centre half forward position. And the mark has been taken by Day.
This time.
And he is, again, about 35, 40 metres out directly in front. And he'll have a shot for his 5th of the afternoon.
That cloud cover was just really good for most of the afternoon.
Really good, wasn't it? Now
we're looking straight into the
we are
sun.
looking straight into it. Perfect. We should still be able to see the Mitch Day kick if we look just on the outside of the right goalpost as he brings it back in, and it'll miss on the left-hand side goalpost.
Or to the far left.
To the far left. So let's see how he goes.
The over-exaggerated goal umpire will tell us.
Yes. Comes in, puts it out.
Oh,
he does not move.
Well, he hasn't moved.
He has not moved. So Mitch Day puts his 5th on the board for the afternoon, and Lara go to 17-21-22, and they lead North Shore, who are 10-8-68, and that is in the 4th quarter thanks to APCO Cafe 24/7. And here in the experts chair for Wilson's Real Estate is Matt Kershaw.
Not much to report since the last goal, is there, really? I mean, geez, they're just getting
counting down time now.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? But they're getting on top all over. And this is probably not indicative of this last probably quarter and a half with North Shore's effort, to be quite honest, the score. But, look, Lara probably had the opportunity to blow them away before those little mini comebacks. So the game score is probably where it's at.
Vickery in the middle against Borchard. Vickery the tap down, the roving by Lever. Lever shares it by hand. Kick now from Salah, brings it towards the wing, and he can't find a marking option in Purcell. Instead, Goodwin is able to take it. Goodwin just goes laterally back to the centre half back position to Green. Green gave a handball off, looking there for Minari. Minari had to go back and find the loose footy up, try and get back to Green. He's out from Stone. Stone kick into the left forward pocket, stretching and marking O'Meara. That's a good stretch. What did you say, Kirsch? I just missed that.
Billy Goodwin cleaned up the umpire completely.
He just walked into the back of him and knocked
their
him
legs
over.
got tangled. They couldn't untangle them.
They looked like they were wrestling.
He properly bowled him over too.
Left forward pocket, Connor O'Meara has a couple of behinds for the afternoon, but no goals, but a chance to add his name to the score sheet. In front of the Lara faithful, left forward pocket, Town into the ground. From about 45 out, he was never anywhere near it, and he's just snuck it in for a behind, and that does make the margin now 55 points to the good of the Cats. They're 123. North Shore is 68 in this final quarter as they quickly move it to left half back.
Noah Lever takes the mark, goes inside. It's okay. Archer takes the mark. They can move it quickly, and he goes towards centre half forward. Turn the ball over. Mackay takes an easy uncontested mark.
A well set up behind the ball then, Lara.
He's got Weagle laterally, goes in that direction, takes the mark. Got Borchard, the big fellow who comes down to help. He's got O'Meara, he's got Robertson. He goes towards Robertson. Takes the mark. He chips the ball. Mackay takes it, still inside defensive 50. Railway into the ground. It's to go further. He comes out wide. It's okay. Jose takes the mark. Right in front of the best seats in the house, thanks to APCO 24/7. He drives it towards half forward. Vickery gets back there. No mark taken. Put the tackle on. Did nicely, the big fella. And the umpire has let it go. And now he'll come in and ball it up. Left it for an extra second or two there. Right on the boundary line. Well, we'll have a ball up.
Probably don't know these lights on, Jace.
I wouldn't have thought so now. No.
Umpire tosses it up. Vickery being held, won the tap down. Aaron Stone hit it at pace, dumped in a tackle by Connor Walmsley, and we'll get a boundary thrown right in front of Josh Conway, who's down boundary side this afternoon for Loco Sportswear, team apparel for champion teams. Buzz will be busy post-game, going in both camps, hoping to get Ty Vickery on for a chat after his second outing for North Shore. Tapped down by Borchard. Great roving Aaron Stone. Quick kick forward. Day went to ground. Ball eluded Cleary, though. It's rolling back towards the Lara goal. Day got there first. O'Meara can go off the ground and dribble it through. Lemmy's Tavern goal of the afternoon, contender late with a little Lionel Messi strike from Connor O'Meara into the back of the net. And he kicks his first. And the Cats now lead by 61, and it's not a true reflection of the effort of North Shore this afternoon. They've had a real dip, the Seagulls. They got back to within 28 points at the 9-minute mark, but unfortunately they've seen 5 consecutive goals banged on, and Lara are now 18-21, 129. North Shore a 10-8, 68 as we tick towards 31 minutes gone on the Total Tools time clock. Total Tools, every tool for every trade.
Mitch Day was really good then. He went to ground and then bounced back up and actually beat Cleary back to it to get that ball into the path of O'Meara.
So Vickery in the middle, got it down. Green, rose it
good,
though.
Green.
Yeah, he's been good. Gives it away to Goodwin. He's been good too, apart from a couple of the kicks.
Yep.
He goes wide towards half forward. It's okay. And good mark taken. And they play on quickly. Ettridge gets it inside. Nice. And they move the ball from Kane to Bailey.
Yep.
And on the siren, Bailey Ettridge will have a set shot for goal. And he has kicked 1-2 this afternoon. He's going to be kicking from about 45 out. Slight angle.
In the vortex.
In the vortex, so this could end up anywhere.
I've actually put it on the scoreboard already.
Oh, jeez.
Yep. We need to change the trend of the vortex up this end, and
right.
this is the kick.
This is it.
Well, it's the last chance.
Of course. So Bailey Ettridge comes in. Deliberate. Right foot kick. And the goal umpire has said it's 1 point.
let me down.
So the vortex remains.
Correct.
And 1 goal, 3 Bailey Ettridge this afternoon. Lara 18-22, 130 have defeated North Shore 10-8, 68. And Mitch Day leading the way with 5 goals, 5, and Bailey Cockerell 4 goals, 2 this afternoon.
Thank you, Jason Doherty. Final quarter, thanks to our good friends at APCO Cafe 24/7. Get into your local APCO this month to win a Gatorade tub for your club. Josh Conway has made his way out onto the ground as we start this 5th quarter of K-Rock football from Bisanella Oval. It's Sonny's blinding buzz. I'm just picking up on the centre wicket area as we see who we're going to have a chat
We'll
to.
have a chat to Dan Weigel. Kingy's just shaking all the hands. Let him do that, and then we'll get a hold of him.
Absolutely, and we'll hopefully bring you the song from the Lara rooms and then have a chat with the coaches, a couple of the players.